Hello, welcome everybody. I looked over, I was at zero, now I'm at 12 people. That is crazy. But yeah, this just in. Jeremy Dewitte is going to prison. Finally. This is, hey Jesse. This is quite crazy. Quite crazy. I had texts coming in, and then I was just sitting here refreshing, waiting for this moment, knowing that the judge denied his motion to continue. I have requested the felony sentence order. Hey, Selzer09, how you doing today? So he was sentenced to prison. He is going to get credit for time served, which I believe will be, let's see here, first time pulling this up. Credit for time served worksheet. So he's going to get credit from 12/8. So for 2 days there, bond revoked, and 60 days here. So he's going to get credit for 62 days. So he's going to have to do what? 62. He's going to have to do 304 days in prison. That is the count. Hey, Dane, Margaret, Shauna, Kenny, 91 SPW. How y'all doing? This was the moment that we were waiting for. This is quite crazy. I did not think this was going to come today. We even didn't have Steve-O on the ground at this because he was going to go to the September 2nd sentencing. But here we have it. Jeremy has got credit for 62 days, sentenced to 366, I believe. We will know once the requested felony sentence order comes in. So we are at a crossroads that just went hit Jeremy Dewitte's wrong way. I'm so happy to hear he's going to prison. Yeah, I know. None of us thought this was going to happen today because Amir Ladan had said to Renee Roche, Judge Roche, that if she did the continuance, that Keith Karsten would follow suit. So apparently, he was just playing one against the other, and it didn't quite work out for him that way. Now, my only hope is that this is because just because one of the judges happened to be on YouTube and watch one of our videos. I think that would be awesome if that happened. I have text messages coming in like crazy right now. But yeah, so I would like to believe that the judge, maybe on YouTube, came across one of these videos showing Dewitte's arrogance after getting the continuance and how Amir worded it, that already speaking for Judge Keith Karsten before Judge Keith Karsten could even talk. So he had lied to the judge. Amir had lied to the judge. I don't know if that's something that will be brought to the Florida Bar Association. That he is saying stuff that is not true to the judge, playing one judge against the other. That is not cool, and I'm sure it's frowned upon, but I'm not exactly 100% sure. Alfredo, yeah, good riddance. This is the day we've all been waiting for, which is quite crazy. I didn't think it was going to happen. This is probably one of the best days of my life, personally. I just got a new, higher paying job. I just got the offer today. But Digesting Dewitte will still be here. We're still going to be covering everything Jeremy. We're still going to cover his trials for the police impersonation. We're still going to file for the 1 terabyte hard drive dump. I'm going to have to go out and buy a terabyte hard drive to send to Orange County so I could get that information. But it's well worth it for a terabyte of information. I don't know what they're going to charge for that. They're only cloning a hard drive. So it's not that hard, but they may see it as, oh, well, there's 60,000 documents on here, or videos, or pictures. I don't know if they're going to charge individually for that, or if they're just going to do a flat rate, just clone the phone dump, because he had 2 phones, and they took the information off of both of them. I've already requested the felony sentencing order that is on the page. So as soon as that comes in, let me check to see if we got anything yet. I know we have requested it, and it said it might take up to 3 days to get. Let's see if they work fast down there in Osceola County. I do not. Negative. Nothing yet on that. Let's look at the chat here. Yes, yes, Dane. A lawyer lying. It sounds absurd. I know that never happened. Lawyers never lie, especially defense lawyers. They're as honest as they're straight as an arrow. Going well, going well. Finally, thank you for your coverage of this piece of shit. No problem, Wolf Dakin, Dakine, Wolf Dakine. If I'm slaughtering that, I apologize. Excuse me. I do not have COVID. Just phlegm. But yeah, well, I mean, it's been fun covering the story, and the story's not over yet. The story's just beginning. This is just like Act 1 of a play. It's going to get much better. So I don't know what Jeremy's in his last video that he posted. He said, "Oh, we have big plans." So obviously, when he gets out of prison, he's going to be just as, I don't want to say popular, but he's going to be just of a train wreck as he was when he went in. Nothing's going to change. He's not going to get reformed in prison. He might get beat up in prison or shanked in prison, but he's not going to get reformed. It's somebody that's gone on for 41 years in life as a lie, and you can't change that. He's already set in his ways. Tank 2001 missed it. What's his sentence? I have requested it. It has not hit my inbox yet. I have requested it. We do not know what the sentence is. All we do know is that the bond was revoked. He got 2 days for December 8th to the 9th. My phone is ringing off the hook. Bond revoked. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let me answer this phone call really quick. Let me mute you. Hey guys, I am back. I apologize for that brief delay in silence. Phone call came in that I had to take. I don't know why police tube is. I don't know. Professional courtesy, physics with Professor Gruwall. I don't know that why he would be complaining. Maybe taking away from, like, you guys can't, like. I am not at that 1,000 pace yet, so I cannot monetize my channel, so you guys can't do super chat or anything like that. Obviously, you cannot donate. That's why I have the donate link in. No, I knew. Guess who? I knew I had no audio. I actually had to take a phone call, so I muted it. Oh, thanks, Barry. You actually answered my question in chat. So yeah, house arrest counts as time served, unfortunately. And I am constantly checking my inbox. It may take a little while to get the felony sentence order, but I will be one of the first to have it once it hits my inbox. I have requested it. Now, Mike, he's at least doing 300 and what? 362. He's doing 304 days in prison, and it will be prison. Sentenced to prison, and he got his credit for time served worksheet, which we already saw here. So actually, now that I'm looking at this plea agreement, so obviously it looks to me, if I'm reading this right, that he's going to get credit for time served, and they're going to follow the plea agreement, which is this right here, where he's got 62 days credit out of 366, so he's going to go 304 days in state prison. Now, the interesting part is going to be, will Judge Rene Roche get pissed that Amir lied and run his sentence consecutive instead of concurrent? If that's the case, then he's looking at another 366 days. Whoa, this here did a child write that? Obviously, some woman that's in the courtroom was filling this out as the judge was saying it, because everything's going to be written down for sentencing. So there's a woman in the courtroom that will write all this down. Then it gets filed. That's why things are trickling in, because we're still waiting for information. But can someone tell me why he gets credit for time served for another crime? That's a tough one. I don't know why he would get time served for a different for another crime where he went to jail. I guess I really don't have a clear answer on that, why they would give him that. I don't know what the argument was in court. They run them all concurrent, so time is being served on another charge can count on a separate charge. Okay, that actually makes sense. Coins going on here. I was going through a roll of Indian head pennies when this came in. No, I saw Police 2 was live, and I decided not to go live. And then as I hit refresh, I saw the felony sentence order pop up, and I'm like, yeah, let's go live. This is live worthy for real. 61 viewers. Thanks guys for the support. That is truly amazing to get that support. There is a link in the, I believe it. I'm using Streamlabs, so I don't quite know, but I think I put a link in the description on the video. If you want to donate, you absolutely do not have to. If you do, you will be in a special drawing for getting the Metro State Enforcement patch. That is a separate drawing for just that, so just for people to donate. And this will go to, now, regardless, I believe we're still having the boots on the ground. Steve-O is still going to be going to the court on September 7th, because Jeremy's still going to have to go there to court. So Steve-O is still going to go, and he will report live from the courtroom if the judge says, hey, we're going to run this consecutive. So we're not running one on top of the other. So you're going to do 304 days with this one, and you're going to do 304 days or 366 days with the other one. So he's not, let's see here. This is just not the cars. Videos. Yeah, I mean, if this goes to trial, I can't imagine 12 individuals not seeing Jeremy like impersonating. I mean, it's just plain, and it's very obvious. So any jury, I believe, on the face of the planet, unless if you've been hiding in a cave for the past 1,000 years, would find Jeremy guilty of police impersonation. It's just crazy. But Mom, I can't believe this is happening. Call Amir. I know. Call Amir as he's right there. I wonder if he has to judge for his like the leading judge, like the top judge there. Just pull up this info. Carl Rosa, how you doing this afternoon? Depending on where you're at. If you're on the West Coast, it's still before noon. Please recap. All right, so Judge Keith Karsten denied Jeremy's order for a continuance. So today he's getting handcuffed and he's going to jail for what I believe to be the plea agreement right here. Let me move this over for a second, guys, and refresh this. See if there's any new information on it. Let's see here. All right, so he was definitely remanded. So he is handcuffed. He was handcuffed in court today, as we can see here. Date of arrest 8/6/2021. I requested the finger. So anything requested will hit my inbox. He's got to be fingerprinted. Obviously, they're gonna fingerprint him again. They'll do. There's gonna be a DNA order. All felons, I believe, get DNA swabbed, so it could go into a database in case if you ever commit a future crime, they could check it across that database. Plea agreement. So it looks like they're gonna go with the plea agreement. So it looks like he's gonna get what was originally coming, what he agreed to, which was the 366 days plus minus time served. So that would equal out to 304 days in prison. 304. That's a lot of days. So he's going to have some time to reflect on what he did, but 304 days is not a lot for somebody that has been lying to himself for his entire life and in turn believing it. Let me see here. Steve was going to hit the 823. Yeah, he's going to hit the 823, Alan, and I believe he's going to hit the September 3rd. September 2nd with Judge Rene Roche. So he's gonna hit those. So whatever donations we get is going to be going his way, and the donations will be for a special Metro State Enforcement Agency patch that I had ordered off of eBay. We're going to do a separate giveaway for that. So whoever donates, you'll be in that. You'll have an entry into that for your chance to win the Metro State patch. They were originally charging $40. I did not pay $40. I put in a request at $30, and they okayed it. So I got it for like $35, I believe it was. Yeah, he's not laughing now, especially like if you reflect upon Jeremy's last video. He was pretty brazen with his and arrogant, thinking he's getting away with like murder here, and that everything is going his way. He's gonna go smoke some hookah. Little did he know that he would be going to prison. So I would like I said this when there was like 30 people. Now we're up to 96, which wow, that's amazing. The support you guys give is just amazing, guys. But I would like to believe that the videos on YouTube that people have been reporting on Jeremy and Jeremy himself, if the judges were following Jeremy's channel and saw Jeremy's last video, or saw like anybody else's report that Amir in the court of Rene Roche last week or earlier this week, I'm sorry, said if Keith Carson said it was all right, and if you granted a continuance, he would as well. So he was playing like kids, like my last video did, like the analogy, like if like a little toddler doesn't get his way, he goes from one parent to the other. That's the same thing that Amir is doing here. He lied to one judge, saying one thing, and he was going to lie to the other. Or not lie, but just say, oh, well, Judge Roche said that she was going to grant a continuance if you would. Obviously, he did not play the game, which is good for him. That boosts his credibility as a judge and how he honor integrity and so forth. So this was one more sentence for third-degree felony. So now we still have, yeah, we still have a lot. Like I said, this is only like Act 1 of a play. There's still a lot more to go. This is only the tip of the iceberg for Jeremy. Yeah, there's no hookah in jail, Jack. That's for sure. So yeah, 8 felony cases. Will he get time? Yeah, Elaine M. Yes, he did get time served. That is right in front of me that you see here, the count, the 12-8 to 12-9. He got 2 days. And from 4-8 to 6-4, I believe that should be 6-2. I don't know why they added 2 days there. I believe he got out on the 2nd from jail, not the 4th. I could see how it was blotted out here because the line is not continued. So I believe they probably put down the 2nd, but they argued the 4th. But anyway, I mean, it's only like 2 days, so it doesn't really make a difference in the whole scheme of things. But yeah, he's going to get, he's got 60 days. Total. I'm sorry. So he's going to do 360 days. I'm sorry. Not 364, right? 366. 306 days. in prison. Blue Bacon rules. Blue Bacon is good. I must admit. He's got a strong fan base. That is for sure. He's got a great following. I'm not a subscriber on this channel, but I think I will subscribe to him. I've watched his videos before. They're very entertaining. I've always said that Blue Bacon, he was definitely in his high school like drama class for like acting and doing all that stuff, because you could tell, or maybe even like band in high school. Just his outgoing personality and the way he acts, he could sing and put a musical together. So I mean, it's crazy. Let's see here. Is going to long trial. So yeah. So on 8/23, they're gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trial because they're trying to put all the cases and try them together. I believe is what they're trying to do. Now I don't know. Maybe somebody out there could answer this for me, but I find it hard to believe that they could combine cases from different counties and try them together. Who would be the judge and who would be the prosecutors for that, since they're two separate entities? So I wouldn't see that coming together, but I don't know what the deal is in Florida with that, if they'll allow two counties to kind of try them together. Let's see here. You could get all kinds of drugs in prison, so why not hookah? I guess that's true, but I wouldn't want hookah coming in some guy's ass to just smoke it. Hit the prison wallet, so to speak, from Deadpool. So I guess the sentence. Kong. He's actually going to prison. He was remanded, as you see here. He was remanded today, so he was taken into custody in the courtroom. I wish I could have been there for it. That would have been amazing. Unfortunately, I was not there. Well, Jeremy, yeah, he will behave in prison, I think. I've never been to jail or prison, so, but I could just imagine. Well, prison has to be much worse than just a county jail. Because a county jail, you're doing under a year, so you don't want to screw up and get more time on your sentence. But yeah, so now this is going to be a whole new set of guards, of correctional officers at the state prison that might not know him compared to a local county where he's famous. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They're going to have to classify him. He'll get classified today when he goes to the processing center. They'll classify him as an SO. So he's going to be in protective custody or administrative segregation. He'll be out in 152 days. I don't know about that because they tried to get him as an habitual felony offender. But, I mean, he did get time served. So he may be out a little bit sooner. I don't know. Because they did give him time served. That means he could probably also get time for good behavior. Now, if he was tried under the habitual felony offender, he definitely would not get time served. And he would not... Sorry about that ringing. I'll take that call later. Where was I at? Let me look at the comments. I lost my train of thought. Hi from Ireland. Ireland. Wow, that's crazy. Hi, Martin. How you doing? Thanks for joining us here. So, just to make sure you violate the law as much as you can, collect as many cases as possible, make sure you can stay out of jail as long as possible. Someone is thinking here, yeah. Distance doesn't matter. There's a whole process once you start your prison bid, test, classification. They won't start that process till he gets all his sentences. So, Kong, do you think that he's going to sit in county jail then until they get that all straightened out? I mean, it would make more sense for him to sit in county, just so they're not traveling him back and forth, being that his sentences are like his trials are coming up. I wonder if his ghost car would be towed away. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure nobody came to court with him. I mean, it would be interesting to know that if his family and everything came to court. But I think they had it all set and thought things were going to work out in their favor, just like the last time. He had nobody come to court with him when he was in front of Judge Rene Roche. And we had Steve-O there to verify that. So we absolutely know that no one came to court with him. So I'm guessing no one came to court today either. So there is a ghost car sitting in a parking lot in Osceola County near the courthouse. HFO was ruled on after the case is heard. Could be dropped in the last minute. I bet he came alone. Yeah, I bet he came alone. Thought he'd be it. Yeah. I bet you he was planning. He already had the video planned out that he was going to post today. I am sure of it that he was going to be like, "Oh, I told you, going to be out for another month. Big things are happening." No, Jeremy. The big thing happening is you're going to prison. It's already in stone. Date of arrest, remanded, 8/6. That means the handcuffs went on in the courtroom, and reality smacked Jeremy right in the face. It might be Jeremy Collins just saying, "Hey, help." Well, HFO is ruled on after the case is heard. Could be dropped in the last minute. That could be true. I am not sure for Florida, for the the habitual felony offender rule. So I mean, he's already in jail, so they could change that, and he could dispute it. He could write appeals. So I don't think the sentences are in stone, but it very well could turn out that he could spend the next 5 to 6 years in jail. I mean, it's possible, and get out in 2-3 years, which is a long time. So I don't know how. Like last time, Amir said his client was ready to go if he had to go today. So why not throw him in? I mean, if the court heard that he was ready to go to prison if he had to, then I'm sure the judge is saying, "All right, well, if he's ready, why are we trying to postpone this?" It's only 13 months from courthouse, 28 to courthouse, prison to be there. So, Alex, do you think he's going to go to the processing center, the prison processing center? That would be my guess, that he's going to go to the processing center and sit there until his trials are figured out. But he'll still be segregated there. I mean, he's not going to be in general population in the processing center, because he obviously has to be protected because of his background. What the hang is new? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Whatever he's wearing is going to go probably into a little storage locker room in a bag. His brand new Armani suit, his brand new Oakleys will be sitting there for the next umpteen years. Be sure. You'd be C.K. Hamlin. You'd be shocked if he served 6 months. I think he's going to get a little bit more than that. I don't know how much. I am waiting for these documents to hit my inbox. I have not seen them yet for the felony sentence order, and I ordered, but I really don't care if the fingerprints come in. He was already fingerprinted, and just seeing his hands really isn't a big deal. So let's. I'm going to refresh this and see if there's going to be anything else that's interesting. Probably not. I believe that's probably all that we're going to see. Yep. So the last thing that we're going to see is just the date of arrest when he was remanded, handcuffed, and taken to prison. I mean, I did not totally see this today. This caught me off guard. Seeing the... this is what I didn't wake up to it, but this is what I saw this morning, and it made me excited. You know, I'm just like, order denying defendant's motion to continue. So that meant that the sentencing was going on today. 91 SPW, thank you, from Germany. Ah, man. I was just watching stuff on the Berlin Wall. What history over there? I'm telling you, crazy. Did this continue? No, Robin Evans, continuance didn't get approved. They denied the defendant's motion to continue. So they had it. They're giving him 60 days credit time served against the 366 days. So he's going to serve a total of 306 days at least. I think he's going to serve more just because of the trials coming up. I don't believe. Now the only question now is will the sentences run concurrent or will they run consecutive? The judge has the rule on that, so they can make it consecutive, they can make it concurrent. Concurrent just means they all run together at the same time. Consecutive means they have to serve one after the other after the other. So that would be a longer sentence. No Cologne in jail. Yes, Cologne is going to sit there. It'll be well aged by the time he gets back. Run a 50-50 with the Sally. Oh yeah, don't forget that fake Rolex too. Hope that's gonna be sitting there, and his little police pin that he wore last time with the motor wings on it and the blue line. That'll be right on his Armani suit, getting pressed in when they throw it into a bag. Barry, I think 2 or 3 years for the 11 felony cases that are being dealt with now would be far too little. Yeah, I mean, my guess is that he's going to get probably about 5 to 6 years total, and will be out probably half of that. I don't know. I think good behavior is only 15% in Florida, from what I read. So he could only take like 15% time off your prison sentence. If I read that crazy. If I read that correctly. Everybody was saying Judge Carson was going to be Jeremy's biggest ally because he's that is true, Ben Lopez. They are best buds outside of the courtroom. So everybody did think that Judge Carson would follow suit, especially when Amir tells another judge that Keith Carson already approved this behind doors, that he was going to go along with the continuance if Rene Roche did. Obviously, that never happened, or it did happen, and Keith Carson, the judge that just put Jeremy in jail, said, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let it tarnish my reputation. Same place he buys his duty belts. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Robin. Let's root for concurrent. No, we're rooting for consecutive, unless you're on Jeremy's side. If you're on Jeremy's side, then you want concurrent because they'll all run together and he'll do a shorter sentence. So we're all hoping for consecutive, unless if you want Jeremy out soon, then for more content. But now begins the next move. The next big move for the Jeremy Dewitte case is going to be the trial. We're going to follow along with the trial, and as soon as the trial is over with, we are going to FOIA the phone dump, the 1 terabyte of information that was on his 2 phones. So that's going to be a lot of information to go through. So that's going to make for a lot of content. I mean, Jeremy probably recorded enough content to survive his prison sentence. So we'll have content till the day he gets out, probably. And if he survives prison, too. I mean, I don't think prison's no joke. You got a lot of people in there doing a lot of years that don't really care and hate the kind of people that Jeremy is, being a sex offender. Check out your channel, change his mind. 1 second. Be right back, guys. Whew, sorry for that delay there. The wife got home and was dropping off the dogs from doggy daycare. Right after his I like how he made a video right after his continuations, but nothing after as far as this so far. Yeah, well, he's not gonna be able to put a video out unless he put a video. You could put videos that are gonna be released at a certain time. So maybe Jeremy gifted us with something that's going to happen like this afternoon, like being like a what do they call those? Like a dead man switch. If he's not there to continue it, it's automatically going to be uploaded to YouTube. So maybe Jeremy's gonna be like, yes, I'm in jail. If you're watching this, things didn't go as planned, because that's exactly what happened. They did not go as planned. Why isn't he getting any stolen valor charges thrown onto him? Well, in order for that stolen valor to stick, apparently you have to get something in return, monetary or something. Like if a funeral home chose Jeremy over somebody else because Jeremy has valor, stolen valor. But if he says, "Hey, I'm ex-Army Ranger," and the funeral home says, "Oh, we want to go with that guy," that would be stolen valor because he's profiting from it. If you're just walking around and not saying anything but wearing like a full military dressed up as full military and your like your ACUs or something, that's not a crime until you try and get a discount somewhere or something like that. I mean, it's frowned upon totally, because I'm totally against stolen valor. What's like? I mean, some people have died. So we could do what we're doing today, talking about Jeremy Dewitte and his lack of freedom right now. But yeah, so I totally disagree with stolen valor. Every time I see Jeremy in his full military dress, it upsets me. I have had family that was in the military. They served in World War II. So it's just crazy seeing him all dressed up. Jeremy's going to be playing catch. Yes, he is. The vet in prison. The guards are amazing. Yeah, I mean, there are vets in prison. Unfortunately, when some people do come back, they come back and their heads are just not right. So, yeah, I mean, they could have a mental health issue that's not dealt with properly, and they do something horrible or illegal, and they wind up in prison. But they're still going to take that shit seriously if you are stolen valor. Jeremy Dewitte. Oh, Jeremy Dewitte's right here. He's in the chat. I'm not doing any jail. I'm at home right now with Rania and Jennifer. Yeah, perfect. Even though, where's it at here? Let me just move this over and this over. Date. So he was remanded on today, just about 20 minutes ago. No, actually about 38 minutes ago. As soon as I saw the felony sentence order come in, I went live. Of course. Who wouldn't go live? So we have it right here. This was 9/12 this morning. It was filed. The order denying defendant's motion to continue. So we knew there was going to be sentencing. It was going to be at 1:30. So around 1:30, this all came in. Jeremy's getting credit, time served, 60 days out of 366, because it shows right here that they went with the plea agreement. So it is the 366 days minus 60. So he's got 306 days to go. I think he's going to have a hard time in prison. Oh, Chris, absolutely. And that combination right there, a sex offender and a wannabe cop, he's going to be put in his place. And he's stupid enough to openly admit it. Like he not only like does he admit it like on YouTube, he admitted it on the Dr. Phil show, I believe, didn't he? Like, that's national. Like, nothing like putting your entire story out there. That's crazy. Hang on. I got texts coming in out the wazoo. Oh, all right. I see that. Yep. So yeah, Steve-O's definitely going to the August 23rd trial. Whatever donations do come in will be going his way. And you will be in a special giveaway for the Metro State patch. Let me see here if I have a picture of it. I should, because I didn't get... my computer was hacked. I was still able to save some drives and some cloud items. So, yeah. So this is the patch right here for everybody that donates for the next 10 days. We're going to make it, I made it 2 weeks, but I said that about 4 days ago. So over the next 10 days, we're going to do a giveaway for the Metro State Enforcement Agency patch. It will be a giveaway. It will be live like we are now, but it'll be on like a Google offers, like those little spinny wheel things. So whoever donates, and the money will be going to Steve-O. Whatever money does come in will be sent directly over to him because he is going to be the boots on the ground, and he is going to be missing time from work to go watch Jeremy on these days so we can have live updates from inside the courtroom, and I think that is priceless. You can't put a price on that, but we're going to try and give him as much money as we can so that way he doesn't suffer any wage losses. He had an EMT card. He flashed one of his many, many videos. That's a big no. Yeah. I mean, I don't know where he would get an EMT card from unless if he made it himself. I'm sure you can make documents like that yourself. In fact, that website, I don't have it bookmarked anymore. I didn't re-download my bookmarks from when I had to reformat my hard drive and put in a fresh copy of Windows. But that one website where he got his badges from, you could order different cards, military cards, I'm sure maybe even EMT cards, to make everything look good on his part. Yeah, Chris, I know he's not the real Jeremy Dewitte. But yeah, he's in his underwear at his mom's. No, he's in his underwear in jail. They're probably strip searching him right now. Incorrect. You are the liar. Did someone say that he got a loan for the one of the tow truck? So I don't know. I don't know where he got. First off, I don't know where he got $15,000 for the tow truck. That's a very good question. But I'm pretty sure it was a repossessed. That's why there's no police report, because it's a civil matter at that point. Just like as if you didn't pay your bank car note and they came and took it. They notify the police before they take it. I know that for a fact. They'll notify the department where it's at. So that way, if somebody calls up and says my car's stolen, the police know you didn't pay your bank note that's being repossessed. And if you have a problem with that, you can pull it up in civil court. The gas station, he's gone. Yeah, Motor One is rolling to prison. Let's see here. You think there have been any consequences for what he's done with his wife and child? I don't know about his wife and child. I doubt his family was even there today to kind of see him off, because they weren't there the last time. Earlier this week, nobody from his family was there. Dylan wasn't there. Ursula, his mother, wasn't there. His other mother wasn't there. Nobody from Metro State was there. And Rania and his daughter weren't there either. And half the reason for the continuance was for Rania and his 1-year-old daughter to provide care for them by the means of financial gain by selling his items on eBay. But when you make the sentence to the judge that Jeremy's ready to go if he has to, then there's no real reason to keep him out if he is ready. The money for the tow truck was given him by a landlord at the time. Okay. As to go into business. Oh, yep. That is right with Tony, and they were trying to get some U-Haul as well, I believe. Pretty messed up story, but yeah, I believe it's all civil. That's why there's no police report, because it's all a civil matter. It's very true. He could have said he was a veteran to the landlord. We would need to figure that out actually from the landlord. Jeremy is currently on his way to Carl Rosa. Yeah, he's currently on his way to prison. Right here, earlier this morning, the judge, Keith Carlson, said order denying defendant's motion to continue. So at that point, at 9:12 this morning, Jeremy shit his Armani suit. And then we found out, actually, if you look here at the top, I didn't notice this at first. There's the waiver for the waiver up here. Checkbox is for the waiver to a speedy trial, but they also checkboxed the habitual felony offender. So they did check that. So that's still in play. So even though he got time served, if he's found out to be a habitual felony offender, they'll revoke the time served, and he will run all his time, and he will not be eligible for good behavior. So he is going to go be in jail for the full amount, 366 days. Just check Metro State website. It's still active. I'm going to call, see if I could get Jeremy escort to prison. I'm surprised that the Osceola or Orange County deputies aren't giving him a full motorcade to the prison. Motor One is here. I want to travel to Cleveland just to visit those gas stations. They're pending right now, and he did say was a vet to Tony. I mean, it's definitely possible, Aaron. He could have said that to Tony. Hey, I'm a veteran. And I mean, would you trust somebody that two people that you know, and one of them's a veteran? Obviously, I would trust the veteran more than just the regular civilian, just because they served our country. So obviously, they are straight-headed, straight shooters, so to speak. Yeah, Katrina. Yeah, repossession is not theft. Isn't that making false representations? This was brought up during one of his interviews, and he was directly questioned on it from Corporal Ramsey, I believe it was. And Jeremy's trying to make up this story that everything is not true and money wasn't given because they had to meet at the hospital because Tony was having a baby or something like that, and there was confusion. It's a regular Jeremy story. It's hard to follow. It's screwed up, and it's probably a lie. It's a typical Jeremy story. So, I mean, we could take anything in our heads and probably believe it, and that's probably what it is. It's probably the strangest of reasons, but it's probably that he didn't pay the loan back, so the person went and took the tow truck back. Plain and simple. I mean, and that's a civil case. I did like, too, in his last video, how he was talking like he had all these business deals and money, yet he owes his money to his... Yeah, he owes a ton of money to his lawyer. Now, he did sell some vehicles and a lot of equipment on eBay that I estimate to be around like $10,000. Now, Amir is probably charging a lot more than that for all these cases. And he has obviously ran out of money because now he is claiming that he is indigent and he has no money. So he will not be eating out of, what do they call it there? Not the canteen, the commissary. So he will not be getting commissary food because nobody's going to be putting money on his books or whatever the hell they call it in there. Guess we had time to make a video on the way to Hookah Lounge. He has time to serve his prison. Exactly, because he wasn't even supposed to be at the Hookah Lounge because he tried to play it off as if it was a business deal. That's why he was out. But no, he was out just celebrating that Amir was this great miracle worker when all he was just a great liar to the judges. And luckily, Keith Karsten caught it. I mean, it could be that Judge Karsten is a YouTuber, or at least watches videos on YouTube, and decided just to search Jeremy Dewitte and saw the videos where Amir told Judge Rene Roche that if you do this, Judge Karsten's going to do it. And that's a huge no-no. They went behind... That would mean that Amir went behind closed doors with Keith Karsten and made a secret deal between the defendant and the judge, defendant's lawyer and the judge, which is a huge no-no and could get the judge disbarred. So I don't think Keith Karsten wanted to put his ass on the line for this case, because it does have a lot more eyes on it than a regular case. So he said, nope, I got to shoot straight on this one. I'm not putting my career on the line for Jeremy Dewitte, but so I think that's really the way it went down. Motor One on the air. Let's see here, airborne right now, hooked up, still standing on the door waiting to jump. He did get a PPP loan, but sent it back because he had to claim employees. Remember, he could actually, but if he was smart enough with the PPP loan, he could have said that he was an employee and paid himself. The PPP loan could go to individuals as long as they're using it for the right reasons. So if he did get a PPP loan, he doesn't have to send it back if he claimed himself as an employee, but he was probably stupid enough not to and didn't know what he was doing. If you remember, he said no meetings at McDonald's. I bet you he's wishing he had McDonald's right now. Not about 4 inches away legal. They may have been 3 inches away. Transport needs to transport. Max transport. Motor One RIP. Hey, NYPD captain. welcome. Um, yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the death of Jeremy Dewitte. I mean, he's not going to wait forever, unfortunately. So he will serve his time. I'm guessing 5 to 6. I would love to see consecutive instead of concurrent sentencing. Let me check my mail, make sure I didn't get anything else in here, because I am waiting for that felony sentence order to hit my inbox. It has not hit yet, but when it does hit, it says it could take up to 3 days, and today is Friday, so they're obviously not going to get it to me on the weekend, but I did request it, so when that does come up, I will definitely make a video on it so we could see the felony sentence order. It's probably just going to be what we said in here, being that they're using the plea agreement, and it was here, so... and he got the credit for time served worksheet, which we see in front of us. So he got credit for 60 days total out of 366. Excuse me. He's going to eat his words about that radio call. He claims the guard's dead. Yeah, but this time there's going to be different guards. He was in county jail then, now he's going to prison. How much are Oakley's and hookah through commissary? Exactly. Everything's like 5 times the cost, probably. Like Oakley's for like $1,500 a pair. They should probably let him directly to the clink. Yeah, Max, absolutely. My big truck came used with them. I had to look it up. Jeremy going to be sentenced on another charge in 30 days. George, he's actually going to be sentenced. Well, no, he's not going to be sentenced. He's going to have a jury trial coming up August 23rd, and he's going to be sentenced on the Orange County failure to register case on September 2nd. We will have Steve-O there on the ground. Steve-O 1 is moving. We'll be on the ground. And speaking of Steve-O 1, huge supporter of him. And what we're going to do, in case if you didn't hear it, I know we're up to 195 viewers right now, which is mind-blowing to me. I never thought I'd be talking to 195 people. I think that's probably the biggest I've ever talked to at one time. But what we're doing for Steve-O, get back on track here, in the description is a link for a GoFundMe, and what that is going to do is that for the next 10 days, any donations that come in are going to Steve-O. I know we're where we are at now, and so I'm going to know how much to give Steve-O, obviously, within the next, it was 2 weeks, 4 days ago. So if you do donate anything, it's going to directly to Steve-O minus the fees that GoFundMe takes, unfortunately. But it's gonna go to him, so that way he does not lose any money from loss of wages, because he's obviously going to have to miss work to go see Jeremy in prison. Well, he's coming from prison, but he's gonna have to go see Jeremy in court. He's going to be there. He's going to boots on the ground, tell us exactly what happened. And it's going to be even better now because we're going to get to see Jeremy's appearance after being in prison. So I can't wait for Steve-O to do that. In fact, I would pay him more money than he was making in a day just to see that. Maybe he can jump out of the window in prison. Oh, wait, his parachute went open. Who knows what floor he's going to be on. Jeremy can now be a prison wife again. Allah Akbar. Yeah, Motor One, his tank is out of gas. I bet you he was planning his next video wearing his Armani suit and his Oakleys. I think it's raining in Florida right now, but probably wearing them anyway. And so they're going to be sitting probably in a bag somewhere. I do not know how they do it in prison, but I'm sure they have to store a lot of clothes. I don't know if it goes in bins, bags, whatever, but that Armani suit is going to be wrinkled. It's not like they're going to send it to the dry cleaner while he's in there. It's going to come out wrinkled by the time he gets out. It's a 50-50 jail cell. He's in jail right now. He was taken into custody not too long ago. We're 55 minutes live, so he was taken into custody just about an hour ago, 55 minutes ago. As soon as I saw the felony sentence order, I kept on hitting refresh on this. And as soon as it came up, I went live. I wasn't going to because I knew Police Tube was live at the same time. And just out of professional courtesy, I wasn't going to go live to take away from his views. But then again, we're all covering Jeremy Dewitte, and this is a huge story. So this is something that needs to be covered, and there may be viewers that I have that PoliceTube doesn't have. So I wanted to get the word out to my followers that Jeremy is going to jail. Would the September sentence in Orange County run consecutive? See, that's what we don't know. We don't know what the judge is going to say. They have the habitual felony offender checked up here. So if that's checked, he could run consecutive with no credit for time served, and he would not get any time for good behavior. But right now, as it shows, he's going to get 306 days in jail because he got 60 days credit, and he was sentenced to 366. Yeah, I doubt C.K. Hamlin. I doubt the IRS has taken any look. They should, because Jeremy has been dodging taxes for the last 10 years. I'm sure he hasn't paid any taxes in the last 10 years. There's no doubt in my mind. He is not the type of person that strikes me as somebody who knows how to even do taxes from running a business. All Jeremy knows how to do is to run a business into the ground. Oh, that's his wife. I'm going out with her tonight, Dave. Yeah. Well, Dave, it's funny you mentioned that with his wife because they weren't there in court the first time earlier this week. And if you noticed in one of my later videos, Jeremy had given the judge what address he was going to be at during the pretrial release when he got out of jail, and it was I think 1325 Georgia Ave. And that sticks out because he has to tell the judge where he's going to be every day in case if they do a checkup, and he has to be there for curfew because he had curfew set in his pretrial release. He had to be home from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. unless he was at his lawyer's or church or the whatever you call it. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Where are we at there? No, it's right here. He is sentenced to prison. He is going to prison. It is less than 365 days, but the sentence is 366. It was meant to write that way, so that way he does still get prison sentence, but he's going to do 306 days. Let's see here. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying about that, Jeremy wrote that he was staying at 1725 Georgia Ave. That's not his home address. The home address that he always says he's at and that the police responded to, and they responded to when Rania got slipped and fell when Jeremy threw the cell phone at her head and cracked her in the head, that was 2404 Accord Terrace. I remember that clearly because I own an Accord. So yeah, so I don't think they were together. I don't think Rania is probably split from Jeremy right now. So she probably doesn't care if he's going to do 3 days or 3,000 days. She's already leaving. So the family is not getting together. 366. Yeah, Chris Kruger, 366 is what he got. Jeremy did say he's gonna get fit in prison. He's gonna come out looking pretty beefy. 366 days. I think other things are gonna happen to him in jail. I doubt he's gonna be in general population. They have. Now, this should have been checked up here, where it says sex offender. I don't know why they left that unchecked. This is important because this is the credit for time served worksheet, and it should say there on there because everything for categorizing Jeremy, he has going to be administrative segregation or protective custody because of his background, so he will get that, which is crazy. But yeah, he will not see general population whatsoever. If he does, I can't even imagine the pain and misery that Jeremy would suffer because of that. Let's see, crime rate in Orlando will go down a smidge for the next 360. Yeah, Orlando's going to be a little bit quieter. Jeremy can apply for a position. I don't. They obviously have jobs in jail, in prison, obviously, because they have people working in the kitchen and shit like that. I don't know if they have hall monitors, but if they do, yeah, Jeremy's gonna be working somewhere. They make those people work. She takes his daughter and disappears. Yeah, George. That's what I think already happened. Once he got out of jail, she stayed at the house, and Jeremy stayed at that Georgia Avenue residence. So yeah, Amir Ladan is a legalized crook. All lawyers are. It takes a crook to defend a crook. That. Yeah, I mean, for Amir to say to one judge and put words in Keith Carson's mouth that weren't there. So if I feel that Keith Carson got word that Amir said to Rene Roche, the other judge in the case. Keith Carson found out that Amir said, "Oh, if you do this, Keith Carson's going to do the same," which is not true. They did not go behind doors, like I thought, because I figured Amir went behind the doors of the actual judicial system and went to Keith Carson and said, "Hey, look, I need this continuance," and they're buddies, so it would happen. But it did not happen. If I knew this was going to be the outcome, I would have totally had somebody there. But there was a very strong possibility that this was going to be continued, especially when you hear from Amir that it's already going to happen, and that's the only reason why Rene Roche waited on sentencing. That's really the only reason. His whole plea for I have to sell everything. People could sell shit for you when you go to prison. I mean, it's not like people can't sell patches and boots and other police equipment like once you go to prison. It's not like they're incapable. Gonna get beef injections in prison? Yes, he is. He'll be on a protection unit. He's gonna get a job at the jail. He's gonna try and be a CO. Oh, maybe he'll try and be a CO and start snitching. And we already know what'll come of that. Yeah, Alan. There's no civil cases yet, but we could actually really expect to see a divorce or something in the court records. That could absolutely come through while Jeremy's in jail. I mean, they could serve him. He'll be easy to find at that point. Yeah, wonder where Jennifer Burton will sleep tonight. I wonder if she's gonna come through and actually say anything. Now that Jeremy's in prison, I feel that she's going to start posting more. Because now she's going to be like, now I could step into the limelight. Because Jeremy has gone to prison. Now it's Jennifer time. So I could see her starting to post more on her YouTube. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where she's sleeping tonight either. I don't know. It all depends who messaged her on Ashley Madison that's sleeping tonight, for sure. But why are we all obsessed with this man? I've wasted hours. F. Burioric 01. I know we have all wasted countless hours of our life following this guy, but it's like something that you can't unsee. It's like watching a dumpster fire. I mean, it's like a car wreck, and you're driving by. You don't just keep straight and not even look. You look. You have to look. It's just human nature to look over, and we are just looking over the car wreck or dumpster fire that is Jeremy Dewitte. TV, definitely. Why did the judge change her mind? Well, this was actually, this wasn't Truck Bomb 1. This wasn't Rene Roche that changed her mind. This was Osceola County. This was Keith Carson that was the judge. If we look here on the screen, it was Keith Carson that was the judge today. And this morning at 9:12, he denied Jeremy's motion to continue and then pushed it till 1:30. So Jeremy shit his pants from like 9 till 1:30. Shit his Armani suit. Let's see here. Different judge. Yeah, Alan. Just what I was saying here. Let me try and get current with the comments here. Pink medium Metro State shirt on eBay. Jennifer saying 165 for work. $65 for Pink May. I think no, that's about right because they were originally charging $75 for the shirts. Ursula was, so obviously they went down in price if they're $65 now. He's gonna try and get John Motor 1 in jail. That's all I love. Shouldn't keep. He should have been removed. He should have removed himself, Chris. Just for the just because they're best buds. Amir, Ladan, and Keith Carson. They have worked together, so they have close ties. He should have removed himself. But this actually works better for people that wanted Jeremy in jail, because Keith Carson didn't want to look like he was doing favors for Amir. His hands were tied. He did not want to, so he's covering his own ass by sending Jeremy to jail. Because if he let this go, let it slide, then it would totally look bad. There's a lot of eyes on this case. It's not like a regular case that just goes in front of sentencing that we never hear of because we don't cover it. There's a lot of eyes on this, so Keith Carson did not want to be in the mix because he would be risking his job as judge. Yeah, he is. Alan is perfectly right. Keith Carson's under a microscope. I mean, look at how many people are following different Jeremy Dewitte channels. I have 178 of you guys in here right now. So he's totally under a close microscope. Let's see if anything had access denied. Probably because I let it go for too long. Let's go back to search. See if anything changed. I'm not a robot. Let's see if anything changed. I doubt it. But we'll go to it. Being that he was remanded, that should be the last piece to the puzzle, so to speak. Max Powers, yeah, definitely hit that like button. Any donations, see, nothing has changed. He was just remanded, and Keith Carson went on to the next case. It's as simple as that. 3:30 on a Friday, and Keith Carson wasn't having it. I would like to think that Keith Carson was watching YouTube in one of our videos, because I think that would be hilarious that we had a say in Jeremy going to prison instead of the motion to continue being granted. So my question, you had a different Richard, that's quite complicated. If you watch my last video that I put up, it'll explain a lot. And there's still a lot in motion. There's a lot of moving parts. So if you watch the last video, you will understand a little bit better. Do I have an update? If Motor One smuggled lube into the jail, he could have had a small bottle of his armor. Well, they're going to strip him down to nothing, so he would have had it in his prison wallet. But knowing Jeremy, if he's using his prison wallet, he'd probably put a badge up there. Try and make a little bit of authority in the jail. I know. Thank you, Judge Keith Carson, for honoring your oath and following through like you should have, and not continuing the motion. Please post his mugshot. Oh, as soon as we get it, it will be posted. I would love to see what he's wearing at that time. His booking photo is awesome. Let me try and find it here. Does anybody know where it's at? Jeremy get told to remember. They don't allow any Richard. Where did I just see that other one, man? Comments are moving fast. F. Burek, you may have answered this, but is this a 5-year sentence for not? Yeah. This is for not. It has nothing to do with the impersonation cases. That is going to be August 23rd. We'll have Steve-O on the ground. Steve-O One is moving. He's going to be covering this from the courtroom on August 23rd and most likely September 2nd. So he will be losing time from his regular work schedule. So what I'm doing for Steve-O One is moving. Whatever is donated within the next 10 days, to the link in the description of this video. If it's there, I don't know. I did not check on my phone to see if it went through correctly through Streamlabs. But anything that gets donated to GoFundMe over the next 10 days, you will be in a contest to win this patch. Direct from Metro State, direct from Ursula and Jeremy themselves. An unused Metro State Protecting Our Communities Together, MSEA, Metro State Enforcement Agency. And Jeremy had to put on the patch honor, integrity, and courage because he has none of it, so why not put it on a patch? That way you could have it because Jeremy doesn't have it. They will be in a special giveaway for that patch. And that patch was not cheap either, but I did not pay full price for it. I offered $30. Police Tube has mugshot. Let's see here if I can find it on the web. I may have it here. 1 second. Nope, that's 4-8. I didn't look at this. Hang on 1 second. We'll just bring this over quick. Jeremy sneaks an SAS cap badge into his shoulder patch. What a scumbag. I did not notice that. Thank you to Pingo Beard for showing us that. I did not know what that was. And an SAS cap badge. Who dares wins. And he put that in his patch. Unbelievable. I am looking on the other screen for his. Looking. It's not on that page. Oh, wait, let me go back. Does anybody know where that's at? Like the actual one? Somebody put it. This isn't going the way you planned. So on Reddit, they've already got it on there where this isn't the way he planned. Order denying defendant's motion to continue. Let's just, of course, that's the benchmark home. Just type into it, Jeremy. Prove you're on a robot. All his cases will appear. Second case, yeah, we know all that. 366 days minus 58. It was actually 60, it shows. Whoever that is, 20 minutes ago. A little wrong. We know it is 366 days. But I do not see booking photos yet. Let's see. I'm looking on my other screen here, guys. Hang on 1 second. Is this him? 4-8 negative. That is wrong. 3-7-19. 3-5-19. Man, there's so many booking shots of him that it is quite crazy. Hold on. If there was one booking photo, pre-Jeremy into General Pop. Killing time passing through. How are you doing? Welcome to the live chat. We were up to almost 200 people. The news has broken, so it's not new news. But Jeremy is doing prison time. He did not get the continuance like he had asked. So he is going to jail 366 days minus 2 days. Not 2. Minus 60 days. So he's got a total of 306 days to go. Hanson, Hattie, Jennifer Burton. is her full name. It's the first thing on the Jeremy. I was just on the Jeremy Dewitte Reddit. Let's see here. Let's see here. Or Jeremy Dewitte. The sentence Jeremy is immediately taken into custody. So somebody put up. Oh, hang on. So this was the one put up 35 minutes ago. I don't know why he's wearing a jacket. Police Tube is calling out your live. What do you mean calling it out? How do you speak? How do you mean? I mean, that could be taken several different ways. Calling out my live. We're all reporting on the same thing. We're like different news channels, so I don't know. I mean, at first, when he went live, he was already live a few hours after the news had broken. I don't know how long he was live. I saw that he was. But we're separate news agencies. So, I mean, I don't mean to take away from his viewer count whatsoever. But there's people that may be on my channel that aren't on his that I wanted to let know. I'm sure we all don't subscribe to the same exact channels. So I may have people on mine. I mean, we're getting towards 1,000 viewers. We may have broken that today. In fact, let me see, because we were super close. And guys, we are, just so you guys know, we're at 995 right now. 5 more, and we have a giveaway. So we are super close. We were at 975 about an hour ago. So crazy that we are at 995 right now. Let's see here. He'll use his last booking photo. Then when he gets transferred to DOC, he will get a new one. Yeah, he will. As soon as he gets there, he'll be photoed. He's not in prison right now. I'm probably not. So as soon as that photo is up, we will have it. Who cares? This is actually going out news instead of quotes. Yeah, this is news. This is not going over anything really. Well, we did go over some court documents. We did go over. Where did I put them? We did go over both of these. They're on my other screen right now. We did go over the first one right here, which is the order denying defendant's motion to continue. And then at 1:30, we have the bond revoked and the credit for time served. He is checked as a habitual felony offender. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on the way you look at it, the sexual offender isn't checked up here. So it's a little weird, but they'll categorize him when he gets to prison. They'll look at his past, and I'm sure Jeremy will admit it, because he does not want to go into general population, because that would be extremely bad for him. I mean, that would be a fatal move on whoever classifies Jeremy. Looks like Judge Roche let the murders walk free after jury convicted them. I've heard that Judge Roche is very strict, but who knows? I mean, so she let murderers walk free after jury convicted them? That's crazy. I mean, I've seen that happen before, not personally in front of me, but I've seen that happen. Let's see here. This is his last booking photo. Yeah, so I don't know if that one was current, the one that's on there. What did he do? Anna, he did not get his continuance, and Jeremy is going to prison. 366 days, minus the 60 for time served that we see on the screen here. So he's going to be doing a total of 306 days in state prison. I heard Jeremy is sobbing in intake. I don't know how you got that information, but I would 100% believe it. The bolts. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. I'm sure he is crying like a baby right now because things did not go as planned, like they always do for Jeremy. Things just seem to fall into place. I've heard people say Jeremy's like Teflon. Everything just falls off. Not this time. His Teflon's been tarnished over the years, and something finally stuck. I bought the pants on eBay. Nathaniel, he is profile. He'll be in PC. Yeah, he'll be in protective custody. There's no doubt about that. Or administrative segregation, however they mention it there in Florida. I was hoping he will. So you bought the pants and he actually signed them. You open up a claim on eBay. He gotta get smoked. Yeah, well, I purchased the patch through eBay and it came through without any problems. I certainly did not ask him to sign it. I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't know if I'd want that. I just want it for memorabilia. Maybe I should have had him sign it because I mean it is going for a giveaway, and it's going soon. Today, I'm sure today. So we may do that later. We may do that tomorrow because I will need a second to get everybody in order for the badge giveaway, and then in a few days, in 10 short days, whatever donations come to the donations in the GoFundMe are going to go to Steve-O. Steve-O 1 is moving. He is going to be there. He is going to be in the courtroom when Jeremy comes in shackles this time, not an Armani suit. So we're going to get an update on how Jeremy looks in prison. I'm sure he's going to have a beard and long hair and not look like Jeremy. Should be interesting. How did that work out for Gotti? Huh. Posted like an Instagram. My Instagram post above. He poked the bear. Another bear is going. Yeah. He's talking about poking the bear. Yeah, it just backfired. Lon Pro King. It backfired epically. I wouldn't buy anything from a registered SO. His notoriety will paint sued like a one-hit wonder. Hey, Aaron Sartor. If I butchered that, I apologize. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy anything either. Like, it's kind of crazy to see somebody buy a helmet and shirt and all this other good stuff. I wouldn't buy anything of huge value from Jeremy because just for that sake of supporting him. But the patch is going to have a story to it, and it's going to be for a giveaway. So, DH Pearson, did I hit 1,000? It has happened. Wow. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. So, I mean, today's a special day. So, whatever I get today, if it's 1,015, maybe we'll just do the whole giveaway out of those people. Just because today has been an epic day for me. I had a job offer for a very good job for a very high salary. So, today is an epic day for me, at least. It's an epically bad day for Jeremy Dewitte. You didn't take away from his viewer count or money at all. Yeah, I'm not even monetized. So, like, he's over there. He made a good deal of money today. I was in the channel, Aaron, watching the money coming in, and he made like more than like Indians making in a year. Like if you're in India. I don't want to put it to U.S. dollars because I think he made over $10,000. Hey, guess who? Thank you. Guess who? Yeah, we hit 1,000, so we're going to be doing the giveaways. I got to get all that together. Jennifer Burton was operating. It was Ursula, Jeremy's mother, that was running the eBay account. It was Dewitte, which is Ursula Dewitte, is her name. So it was her account. I mean, I doubt Jennifer was running it. I doubt they gave the login information to Jennifer. But who knows? But I think we're going to hear more from Jennifer now that Jeremy is out of the way. Jennifer's going to think that she's going to be the star now, being that once Jeremy goes to jail, she could step in the limelight. So I think things are going to change a little bit. I think Jennifer is going to start posting. So I did in my police impersonator, her YouTube. We'll probably get some more content on it. That's my guess. Yeah. They check, Aaron. They're gonna check. They check everywhere. They believe you me. I even don't some jails have scanners too? You did nothing wrong. Police tube plays too much. Yeah, well, it like I put it, I may have viewers that he doesn't have, so I made the decision to go live to put this news out, so that way everybody knows what's going on with Jeremy. Because this is, if everybody's watching Jeremy and you're subscribed to a Jeremy channel, you want to know Jeremy news. So that's exactly why I went live. I'm just like, hey, this is huge news. This is stuff we've been waiting forever for. So if I have people that PoliceTube doesn't have, then they should know. Well, I hear it through the grapevine or hear it later, like when you're sitting down to go through YouTube and just go through videos and waste a little bit of time when you have time later on at night or whenever it is. But yeah, this is huge news. I would want to know this. If I was a civilian out there following the story, I would absolutely want to know. Police still complained that you were in his room. Then when I was in his room, but then I did leave. So yeah, no, it doesn't have anything about that. We were hitting refresh at the same time. We already had the screen. It's amazing then how fast I already had everything up. We were both hitting refresh at the same time. Because we knew it was coming, so I sat there on Osceola County, search results. I was going through and just hitting the refresh button, like you'll see here. Oh, and I totally killed that. It works when you... Dude, he was joking. Yeah, I mean... I don't think his subscriber count went down, and he certainly made a lot of money today, as you can see. Well, he still made a lot of money. There was still a lot of 2,000. I would believe that. So I mean, how many people out there right now make $2,000 a day? I don't know anybody that brings home $2,000 a day. That's 700. What is that? It's like $712,000 a year, or something like that. It's over $700,000 a year. So yeah, no, I don't know anybody that's pulling in that kind of income. So 2,000, 20,000. It's a lot of money. 400 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute. Who cares if PoliceTube is live or nothing? Yeah. Do my own thing. Like I said, like I have viewers that aren't subscribed to PoliceTube. So should they just sit out there not knowing what's going on? No. I'm going live when something like this happens. I can understand why he jokes around so much. Yeah, who knows? I don't know what he's saying right now. But yep, so this was the end of it. This was the finality of everything. When he was remanded. And that was the end. There's going to be nothing else probably coming up here. I have requested the felony sentence order. It has not hit my inbox yet. Yeah, Aaron. If you think about it, PoliceTube's doing this all for himself right now. All the money is going to him. Any money that comes in today, I am literally giving to Steve-O when is moving. So whatever is donated, whether it's $10 or $1,000, is going to him. So... And it's not like it's not transparent. People could see what was donated in the last 10 days on a GoFundMe. No, was it 250? Because I've seen a lot of 20s coming through. There was a lot. Like I just saw people posting like crazy. I don't know how long he was live, but I know he was bringing in a good decent amount of money. More than you would average making a day. It was about $250 in total, was it? I only watched for maybe 5 minutes, and I saw about like $100 come in 5 minutes. So it was a decent amount of cash. Booking photo is up. Let's see if we can pull that up anywhere. Where was the booking photo at? Well, the Jeremy beating vote like that of prison. Yeah, who knows? I don't see it yet. Hold on. Let me see if it's under something that I see. That was just posted 3 hours ago. 12 comments. So there's nothing there. The only booking photo that I see is this one right here. I don't know if that's current. It was updated 49 minutes ago. I mean, by the demeanor and the look on his face, that looks like a man going to prison. So it could be Brian. I don't know, unless if you have something else. Yeah, Steve Taylor, you are right. Yeah, guess who? Yeah, when I logged in for the total of 3.5 minutes that I was in there and commented, um, he was up around 800, 900 people. So yeah, he has a strong following. I don't know why he would be pissed off about somebody that's only just now hit 1,000 subscribers and has only talking to, at one time, I think 190 people. We're at 149 in the chat right now. So yeah, everybody, if you want to donate, we'll be ending this soon. I don't want to go on for hours. We've already been here for an hour and a half. So we'll be winding this up shortly. There's really nothing else going to be coming out. As soon as my email box hits for that, where's it at? Right here. I requested the felony sentence order so that way we can see what the judge exactly wrote. Yeah, they're gonna give him a haircut when he gets there and all that. I've read. He gets a haircut. He gets classified. Steve O had sent me the actual order from prison, what they do. So yeah, he will get a haircut. So his hair will be shorter. He'll probably grow a beard. Yeah, I would give $1,000. If we had a small video clip of when he got handcuffed, I would pay for that. Unfortunately, I don't think they allowed any cameras in the courts at that time. So that is horrible that we had to miss that and we didn't have anybody there. But we all believed Amir's lie that Keith Carson was already going to say he was going to grant a continuance in front of Rene Roche, Judge Rene Roche. So we honestly believed that he was going to get the continuance here. But the way it played out was he just played one attorney against the other. Sort of like how a little kid, 5, 6 years old, plays one parent against the other. So, yeah, Jeremy is a sex offender now in jail. The way he spoke, you were spying on his... I was not spying on his news. I could post text messages going back and forth with other people. Alan, if you're still in the room, is one of them. That we knew this was coming, and we were just waiting for it. I could prove that before I logged in to PoliceTube's live stream that this was coming. I had people texting me that it was coming. So that is why I went live. But yeah, this was covered all day. I found out probably about an hour before I went into PoliceTube, his chat. So we were both just hitting the refresh like this and just waiting for it to come up. This is all we were doing. Just hitting the refresh and just waiting for something new to come up. But yeah, so the judge saw his YouTube video. That's why he remanded. I would bet Nathan Pyron. That is what I'm guessing. I would love to know. But I mean, the judge was under, like Alan had said, he was under a microscope, Judge Keith Carson, because he has so many eyes. Think about it. Between my channel at 151 viewers, PoliceTube Live with like 1,000 viewers, that's almost 1,200 people. That's like 2,400 eyes watching what's going on with this case. So his hands were tied. He couldn't, especially when Amir made the statement to Judge Rene Roche that Jeremy is ready if he has to go. Then why grant a motion if he's already ready to go to prison? Get it over with. Now Jeremy's the one getting sex offended. That is if he's in general population, he's in trouble, severely in trouble. Because he will. The next photo we see of Jeremy will be of slices and black eyes and all bloodiness. They'll be taken, but they have to take it. If that happens to Jeremy, they have to take pictures because they have to record it for evidential purposes in case there's a suit. So if he does get jumped in jail, we'll know about it and we'll FOIA request it and see if we could get it. News, I couldn't listen to Jeremy's voice any longer. I know. The arrogance in his last video, I think, was also the death of him. If anybody was watching Jeremy's channel, and if the judge came across that, or came across any channel, because we all mentioned it, so we all reported it. So yeah, suit is Armani with a Wish label on the inside. Hey, one thing I will say about Wish, I ordered a pair of Sennheiser, like top of the line earbuds, and they came and they are original Sennheiser, but I mean they're made over there. I think Armani is Italian, so if there's any Wish on Armani, that is 100% fake. But yeah, my Sennheisers are actually pretty good. I still have them to this day. Both channels are good with each other, chill and have fun yet. Yeah, we're all in this for the same purpose. I did not pull his subscribers. I see 139. We are going down. I have been reporting for an hour and 37 minutes. But she said it was almost 18, yeah. So, I mean, this is winding up. He's already been remanded, so there's really nothing else we're waiting on right now. 16, 18, 16, 15, he can't get his story straight. Jeremy gets his Oakleys at Wish, most likely, yeah. That's why he was so excited when they came in, because you have to wait 2.5 months when you order something. Don't respond to police. Richard Stover, yeah. I mean, no, I don't care. He can say whatever he wants to say. As long as it's not against me and in a defaming way. I mean, we're both reporting on the same thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. So he only wishes he had a real Armani. I know those suits are nice. I don't have an Armani suit. But so he's bragging about an Armani suit, but he's begging to the judge that he's indigent and that he needs money for his family, and that's why he needs to be out. But he's wearing an Armani suit. How fucked up is that? I mean, excuse my language, but you're really gonna go to the judge in a $1,200 suit and say that you have to stay out of jail to make money for your family? Don't buy the fucking suit. You should be in shit polo and jeans. So yeah, like if you're truly indigent, you're not wearing an Armani suit. 12 months in jail and further jail to be added. Yeah, Cheeky Monkey. It's all going to get September 2nd. August 23rd is going to be the next real big thing. We're going to have Steve-O live on the ground that date. So Steve-O will be there reporting. I don't know how far he could get in the courtroom with audio or video. This will be his second time going. So we may be able to get some audio. Who knows? It would be nice. Video would be awesome. To be able to snap a picture of Jeremy in chains. So anything donated today or the next 10 days will be going to Steve-O directly. So I don't know why Police 2 would get mad. He's actually profiting right now from this. And I'm not profiting $1 off of this. I'm not monetized. And I'm literally giving away all the money that's donated to me to Steve-O. So I don't understand why anybody could be mad. Sorry about that. I have Indian head pennies here that I was going through at my desk. That is a knockoff suit. There's a mall in South Orlando. You can buy almost anything. So it's kind of like Canal Street in New York City, where you could buy anything. You could buy purses, suits, and you're paying like $100 for an Armani suit because you know it's not real. But you could show people the tag and play it off. You see his watches there, cologne on eBay. Yeah, exactly. He's bragging that he has, what, $1,500 in cologne? I didn't see any of that on Ursula DeWitte's eBay channel. So, I mean, that's not needed. The ghost car with all the lights still in it. We saw the lights in it in his video. They were right in the back. And in Steve-O's picture, he saw the ghost car leaving, and you could see those same lights, the hideaways in the back window on the bottom. I think he was taken into custody today due to his video. Aaron Sartor, I think so. I think it definitely played a role, either Jeremy's video or one of our videos, PoliceTube, mine, or any other channel that is watching him on a daily basis. So if Keith Carson stumbled, or even Renee Roche, if she saw the video that Jeremy posted, she could absolutely call Keith Carson and say, I fucked up, put this guy in jail, deny his defendant for motion to continue. So, I mean, it could have happened either way. I mean, but yeah, Renee Roche could say, I fucked up. I got played by Amir. He said that you were gonna give a continuance if I did, so I gave one out of professional courtesy for Keith Carson. When Amir was only just playing both of them to get another month free. So, 1,500 colognes, $1 for each. That's still a lot of money. That's still $1,500. Halal is better food in jail. I can't say I have ever. I know somebody. I fixed their computer the other day. I don't know if they're out there watching. Probably not. He has his own YouTube channel. It is Dr. Patriot. I do repair his computer. So if you find him out there, but anyway, the last time I was over, they brought dinner home when I was working on his home computer, and I had halal for the first time. That shit is delicious. So I don't know if there's different halals out there. But the one I had from an actual restaurant, was actually quite good. You can't eat with this. Amir Ladan probably had the ultimate face bomb when he released his lid. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine being Amir and seeing Jeremy's last video? You could only be like, I could only help you. Amir's conversation to Jeremy was, I can only help you so much. When you post idiotic stuff like this, all it does is hurt the case. But you're compelled to put it out there. So Amir was probably pissed off. Who wouldn't be if they actually saw that? I mean, it would be crazy. Sennheiser, yeah, Sennheiser is a good brand name for earbuds. I will personally attest to that. They are a very good brand. They are worth the money that you pay for them if you buy the real ones. Those are the only expensive earbuds I've owned. Granted, one pair came from Wish, the other pair, but I was able to compare both of them side by side, and the Wish ones were actually, I think, slightly better. I'm sure they were made in the same plant and just repackaged, so the Chinese people could resell them a little bit cheaper. But, I mean, Wish is good for some things. I would not buy a bulletproof vest off of Wish. I know they're very cheap there, and that's probably where Jeremy got his. But as you see, I don't know if anybody out there watches Demo Ranch. I'm a big fan of them. So Demo Ranch actually bought some bulletproof vests from Wish and did a test on them. They did not stop any bullets. They are cheap. They are not Kevlar. But Jeremy's wearing them, so it doesn't matter. He's not going to be wearing them now. He's wearing like hospital scrubs, I think they give you. Publicly, Ladan backs Dewitte. Privately, it's a whole different story. Who knows? I mean, Jeremy makes up so much stuff that it's hard to follow sometimes. Hey, Fred Dog from Scotland. Wow, crazy. All over the world. We had Ireland, Germany, and Scotland today, and probably a few other places that I don't know about. We have hit over 1,000 subscribers. We were at 1,002, so the giveaways will commence. I will denote that the badge has not arrived yet. I did order it. I am waiting on it. It was around a $65 purchase for a one custom -37 numbered badge. When I ordered it, they had to call me because they probably laughed at the -37 badge number. So yeah, today is an awesome day for me. I got a new job offer from a new company that reached out to me and recruited me. That's the first time I've ever been recruited for a job offer. And it's a lot more than I was making. So today is a fantastic day. Probably tells Jeremy to quit promoting his law firm. Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Dewitte. I don't know why he feels compelled to promote his video, promote Amir Ladan. The only thing Amir Ladan did today was play the whole toddler parent trick, where you trick one parent to say, like, yo, well, Dad said it was all right, but Mom, can I go? Dad said it was all right. He did the same thing to a lawyer. I resigned, so technically I could still go back. Guess who? -37. Because I moved 800 miles away. But yeah, I could whenever. They are hurting for officers. So I could go back to that, but in this day and age, it was a while ago. I could still actively go back. Jeremy's brother escaped going. Yeah, Jeremy's brother did escape going to prison for his sexual offender case. But you got to think for a second, now that you brought that up, Max Powers, both Ursula and I forget the other woman's name, both Jeremy's mothers work in the prison school system, which when you think about it is kind of crazy because they raised 2 sexual offenders, and you're letting the community raise the whole community their children is being raised by people that raised 2 sex offenders. NYPD captain, yeah, I'm kind of leaning your way. Jeremy's last video where he went out to hookah to celebrate, and the way that he put things, I wouldn't be surprised if the judge saw that. Plus, he threatened Steve-O. Yeah, oh yeah, I know that personally, NYPD captain, because I am in contact with Steve-O. In fact, I don't know if you were here for it, NYPD captain, but any money that comes into my channel on the donations for the next 10 days, we were doing 2 weeks, that was 4 days ago, so there's 10 days left. Anybody who does a donation is going to Steve-O for the time he works. So I'm not even getting any money. My channel wasn't monetized. I couldn't get monetization until I hit 1,000 subscribers. So now I am monetized. I could be. I got to go through the process. I'm not sure what is really up with it. In fact, I just had another email just come in for another job because I interviewed for 2, and I actually had another one come in. And I just saw that pop up on my first screen, my left screen. But yeah, any money that comes in to my GoFundMe is going to be into a raffle to win the Metro State Enforcement Badge. And all the money is going to Steve-O. I'm not sure what the amount is right now. So let's see here. So right now, my last donation was 6 days ago. I personally am going to give Steve-O money as well out of my own pocket. Right now, we are still at the same number of donations. Someone had called my number yesterday. Hold on, I wrote it down. Janet, if you are out there, Janet, once you donate, you'll have a 50% chance of going to win the fundraiser, which will be this Metro State patch right here, which I already seen on Reddit. Somebody took my picture. Not that I care. I am holding a Metro State Enforcement Agency badge. I was going to contact the judge, no joke. I know Steve-O and I both reached out to Judge Rene Roche. We both sent emails out to them. So hopefully that made a difference as well. Stating, hey, like, it's not right that Amir is going behind the judicial system and lining things up before court date. I mean, that's wrong. I don't know. I'm sure the I don't know the legality if you could be arrested for it in Florida, but he went behind. He made it seem like he went behind the judicial system to reach out to Keith Karsten to get the okay for him to say, hey, if Rene Roche gives you the continuance, Keith Karsten is automatically going to go with it. That's the advance. That's what they used in court during Rene Roche. So yeah, I hope he enjoyed that hookah because there's not going to be any hookah for at least 306 days. We do not know what's going to happen with his cases on August 6th. That's why I am doing the fundraiser. In fact, I will put it. Oh crap! Hang on. For those of you out there that don't know, I will put the link in the description. Well, not well. The link is in the description. Oh, I see what I gotta do. I gotta open up my own. All right. So for Steve-O that is moving, that right there is my GoFundMe. Any money that comes in, that anybody donates, he could lose his license. I'm sure going behind the back of the judicial system, I'm sure it's frowned upon for defendants' lawyers to go see a judge after hours to work out a deal. So I can imagine he could lose his license from the bar, the Florida bar. So yeah, guess who? If that is true, I mean that's what he used in court. That is absolutely what I'm saying is absolutely true. Steve-O was there. So he actually heard what Amir had to say. If you watch Steve-O is moving, he put a video together as well. I let him put his video up first, being that he was there first, to let him get the hits and the views. So I let him explain it first, and then I explained it afterwards, after he had put his story out, because it's only fair. He was there first on the ground, and I mean, I kept you guys updated the most that I could. This past, I believe it was Monday, maybe Tuesday, I forget which day it was. August 3rd, I believe. From here to make false assertions in court about what another judge is going to do is unethical. Oh yeah, the truck bomb, the ethics of it is horrible. It is severely unethical. So I could only imagine what can happen to him. It's definitely frowned upon. House arrest counts as time served. However, it's like 90 days house arrest equals 30 days prison time. He was out for a little over 2 months, and he got the exact amount. If we go here, Douche Fresh 70. If we go here, there's the order denying on the other screen. Bear with me as I pull it up. So this is the order right here for the time served. They gave him 2 days from 12/8 to 12/9, because you got to think about it. How many times he was in jail counted. So they counted from 12/8 to 12/9 for bond. So he got 2 days there, and he got the full 2 months 58 days that he got when he went to jail on. They gave him from 4/8 till 6/4. I believe it was 6. He got out on the 2nd. So he may get 2 days less, but right now in court they're looking at 60 days, and he's doing a 366-day sentence. So he is going to trial, which we've seen right here. Sentenced to prison, not the local county jail. Credit for time served worksheet, which we just looked at. The plea agreement, which is back here, which looks at 366 days. So they went off the plea agreement, adjudicated guilty for 1 year, 1 day in Department of Corrections with 60 days credit for time served, 1,000 COP. I don't know what COP stands for, and court costs. So he signed it. He knew it. He could have faced up to 5 years, and I believe he just went. And being that there's no new news on the plea agreement here, that I could only imagine and guess that they went off the adjudicated guilty for the 1 year and 1 day. And he was remanded. So that is the latest news. It's UD vote. Nathaniel Pyron. I actually bought this from them. So that is going to be a giveaway to anybody that donates. I put the link in the description. And any donations that do come in are going to go to Steve-O One is Moving for the next 10 days. And at the end of that 10 days, whoever donated will win this patch. It'll be a live giveaway, so it'll be transparent. It's not going to go to anybody. It's not going to be favored to anybody. It will be transparent just to the donators. So whatever goes there is going to Steve-O, and you could see on GoFundMe. It's public. Anybody can look up on GoFundMe to see how much was donated when it was donated. So all that money that does come in will be going to Steve-O One is Rolling. I'm not making anything because I'm not monetized. Before I started the stream, I was at 960 some subscribers. They got me to 1,002. I'm sure it's growing. In fact, we'll just hit refresh just for shits and giggles. We're at 1,016. So whatever comes in today, I will end it today. So whatever comes in by the end of today will be in the giveaway for the badge, because I've had a lot of people subscribe. I mean, there are a ton of subscribers out there. I do not have Steve-O's Cash App in front of me. I mean, if you want to donate to him directly as well on his channel, let me see if I can find it quickly. I will post it in the. I mean, it would be number one fan. Or who wrote that? Let me see. Don Pfeiffer. I mean, it would make more sense for you to send directly to Steve-O. One is rolling. Steve-O rolling moving. I'm sorry. Steve-O One is moving. Because they take fees out of me. They'll take the fees out, and then, well, I could Cash App it to Steve-O. So there wouldn't be any fees there, because or however it comes to me. I would have to PayPal it to him, so fees actually would come out. Small fees. I'm just going into one video here. Bear with me.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It is your boy Steve-O One is Moving. All right, guys. Just sharing a video with you guys. As you know, today, August 3rd, Jeremy Dipshit Dewitte had his sentencing hearing. Scheduled for 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we're going to get into, I was not allowed to take any recordings, any audio, anything in the courtroom. So I'm going to just do a play-by-play for you guys. And then we're going to talk about the ghost car in a minute that you see here in the picture. All right, so
if you want to go,
I'm thinking I'm late. I get to the courthouse. I get through security. I get up to the courtroom. And it's like right at 8:30 on the dot. I try to open the courtroom door. It's locked. A court deputy comes out, asks if I'm waiting for my attorney. I said, no, I'm just here to observe. He's like, oh, come on in. He's like, you just can't be on your phone. That's per the judge. So couldn't do anything there, guys, to keep you posted. Sorry about that. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and then finally the judge comes out. I'd say about 8:55, somewhere around there, very close to 9 o'clock. And then she asked one of the court deputies if Amir Ladan is out there with Jeremy Dewitte. She goes, the deputy goes out there, calls Dewitte in, Amir's not there. Okay.
Because right now,
and Dipshit literally sits right in front of me. It was just a weird feeling, like a surreal feeling, guys. And he's in a suit, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, is Steve live right now? If Steve is live,
sorry about that.
I will wind this down.
One thing I noticed very close up.
It didn't say if Steve-O One was moving is live. His videos are. I do not see anything live. Steve-O One is. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit play on that? Oh, wait a minute. It shouldn't be. Because I don't have the speakers on. I don't know how he's playing over me. Ellen, sorry about that. I've never used PayPal. Egocentric either, though, Alan. But thank you. PayPal doesn't have fees. Oh yeah, if I send it to friends and family, if I send it that way, it's not the money's not protected. But I'm literally only sending it to Steve-O, so it doesn't really matter. I would put him down as friends and family. I don't spread fake news whatsoever. Everything that you hear from this channel is true. That's why I wait to put things out. I will only put them out if I have evidence to go with it. Can't hear. Sorry. I don't know why. The volume is all the way up on my microphone. It's just the way that the microphone is. Maybe if I remove this and just talk into the microphone, it would be better. Is it better this way? No, guys, I am live right now. Steve-O1 is moving isn't live. That was his video from the 3rd that we had on there, that I just had on there. I just removed it. So yeah, that was from the 3rd when he was actually leaving court in the ghost car. The poor ghost car is left somewhere in a parking lot in Osceola County, if anybody could find it. Oh, that's better. All right. So it's better without the... ignore my ignorance here, but there is a soft voice catcher that is in front of the microphone. I guess to even out the sound of my voice. Who knows? I don't know what it's called. It's just that round piece that goes in front of the microphone. It's usually you see it in front of professionals. I'm good now. Thanks, Don. But yeah, we're going to be winding this up here. It's been 2 hours. Work has been piling up because they know that I'm switching jobs. So work as firefighter. Steve, I retired firefighter. Makes me sick with him. Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Dewitte has done some some nasty things over the years. Yeah, I doubt Jennifer's pregnant as well. NYPD captain. I think it was a joke. I think it was something as a backup plan. So he could try to use, oh my God, I have another girl pregnant. I can't go to jail. I'm going to have to pay for this new baby, and I have a 1-year-old. And who knows what Jeremy's plan was and possibly still is. I mean, he still has a lot of court cases to come. This is only, it was a ploy she used. I don't doubt that one bit. But now there is court coming up. So, I mean, this was only Act 1 of the play. There's still plenty more to go. He still has all the police impersonation charges. I believe there's still 8 more felons. We're only down 2. We're 1. There's still 8 more felonies. He's going to get sentenced in front of Rene Roche on the 2nd and probably get a stern talking to as well. Why is who being... Oh, officers... I don't know who Officer Steve is. I know who Steve-O1 is moving. James Borowich. Officer Steve, I retired firefighter, makes me sick with him. No, he's talking about... he's talking about Jeremy Dewitte. I'm pretty sure. That's what I would like to believe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, lots of people go to jail with kids and pregnant girlfriends. It happens probably every day. Why is Jeremy special? Why does he need an extra month when he's already been granted the graces of 2 months free on pretrial release, which he didn't follow? I'm sure if they subpoenaed his phones in that month that he was out, that you will see information from Jennifer, them going back and forth, hidden somewhere. I'm sure they would find it if they looked between Jennifer and him. Oh, when they act like Jeremy, like an asshole. Yeah, well, everybody hates the police that are assholes. I mean, you don't have to be an asshole to be a police officer. There's plenty out there that are nice people. You get what you get when you get a traffic stop. If you're an asshole during a traffic stop, the police are going to treat you like one. If you are pleasant and actually provide your information, your license, registration, and proof of insurance, the officers aren't going to give you a hard time. If you're all right with them, they're going to be all right with you, and they'll probably wind up giving you a warning, a written warning. But if you're an asshole, you're definitely getting a ticket or taking a ride. Yeah, no, yeah, we get what you're saying. James, that you do respect the law enforcement. It's just not people like Jeremy. He was sent to prison. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, Brenda Chapman. How you doing? Yeah, he was sent to prison. Sorry. It bounced out here. There was an order at 9:12 a.m. denying Jeremy's motion to continue. So there was sentencing at 1:30, and he was sentenced and remanded. So he was cuffed in. Yeah. Wow. I know. So he was cuffed and taken away in prison. I could only imagine that nobody was there for him when he left. Not Ursula, not Dylan, not Rania, not his wife, not Jennifer, not his kid. Nobody was there. He probably had no plans to go to prison today. He thought at this moment that he would be making a YouTube video driving back from Osceola Courthouse, which is not true. He is taking a ride. So that's just what it is. He was remanded today, about 2 hours ago. So he's going to go through fingerprinting and all that good stuff. But he was sentenced to prison, not county jail. Doxing you from jail. So, oh yeah, he's talking about impersonators. Everybody hates Jeremy acting like a law enforcement officer. I mean, it's so blazing. Everybody hates it. That's why everybody's here. Everybody loves to watch the dumpster fire. Just only Jeremy and his pepper ball gun. Oh man. Yeah, the police nowadays. The police do need. I firmly believe that they need to respect whoever they interact with, the citizens of their community. They need to be more respectful. You give what you get. So if you start off being an ass, people are going to be an ass towards you. That's just the way it is. And it's truly outside of law enforcement as well. This goes for everybody out in public. I mean, it just goes for all civilians. Officer Steve. Oh my God. So anyway, guys, I dropped another penny on my desk. Yeah, no, I'm not kind of scared of law enforcement whatsoever. As long as you're not breaking the law, as long as you're not breaking the law, you really have nothing to worry about. The police aren't going to interact with you. I hate him lying about his. Oh yeah, I mean the big thing is his stolen valor. I'm sure somehow you could link him to his funeral homes. I'm sure he used the stolen valor to get contracts with funeral homes down there in Florida. I'm sure that has happened. So, we're down to 129 viewers, but we've been at it for a little over 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes, which has been crazy. I will make sure to throw this up there so that way other people could watch it in those after hours. Yeah, Jeremy thought that Amir had the fix in his pocket. He thought the speed bump was going to be Rene Roche, which if I was friends with Keith Karsten and I used to have a law firm with Keith Karsten, I would think that the fix was in due. That's why we had the opportunity to have somebody at this trial or at this sentencing, but we truly believed we all believed Amir. I mean, especially when Amir and Keith Karsten are good friends. So we definitely thought the fix was in, and this would not happen today. Officer Steve, you're not acting like an officer right now. Nobody would believe you, man. Anyway, you don't come on to a chat and try and be a tough guy. That's not an officer. But yeah, James, he's going away for at least 360 days. He got 66 days, but he got 60 days time served, so he's going away for 306 days, but it's still going to be prison. So I'm going to wind this down. It's in the description of the video. Alan C. I know Alan C. outside of this chat right now, and I know he does not have a problem with police officers. We all have a problem with Officer Steve. Nobody comes into chat and says, I'm a police officer. Respect my authority. Nobody says that. Police officers are not going to say that. So I could already imagine and know. I know how police officers act, and they do not act like officers. Steve is acting right now, where he is just acting to get respect and authority. It's not going to come here. I could assure you that. I could kick you, but who cares? It's only one person. Truck bomb one is on the move. Jeremy finished Army Ranger School while having never attended basic training. Yeah, and he did 4 years of schooling too. I don't know where he did his college at, but he was in and out of jail throughout that entire time. That probably would have screwed up his schooling, going to jail. But shit, he made it through 4 years anyway. Anyway, who knows with Jeremy? There is a documentary coming out that I am publishing. It is taking a while because there's details that I want to get right in this, and I want it to be a full-on documentary. So people have donated. Thank you to those people who have donated. It has made this so I could do a little bit better. I've gotten Lightworks 14 for it. I'm trying to track down. I've subscribed to several background check apps that are on Google that are advertised. I've signed up for several of them to try and track down Jeremy's high school buddies that he hung out with and knew in high school, that he graduated with, yearbooks. So that's the stage where I'm at now. So it's gonna be interesting interviewing those people. So the documentary is gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be one that's gonna be unique. Nobody else is doing the work that I'm doing. Motor One is no Scott Billman. Motor One is moving. He's moving to prison. Motor One walking with his handcuffs on. Yeah. He's fully chained. They're chained to his waist. He probably has shackles to his waist. He's probably got shackles on as well. He's screwed. The reality of his situation finally set in at 9:09 a.m. when they denied his motion for continuance. So, do you imagine how much shit is in his Armani suit right now from like 9 a.m. to 1:30? He panicked for that long. So maybe once the continuance was denied, maybe his family did come. I mean, they did have a few hours to get there. Jeremy says Egypt, Tunisia, Dubai is jail time. Does he have a tracking number like a post officer? Yeah, there's no tracking number on Jeremy right now. I mean, he will have a state number. He'll have Ramadan in prison, can only feed at night. They have to honor religion in there, don't they? I would imagine. Steve-O's trying to do the same thing with high school classmates. I'll have to talk to him then, because I'm going through trying to talk to high school classmates. I'm trying to do a full-up documentary tracking down every single person that he has ever had an interaction with, to give a full, rounded story and documentary on Jeremy Dewitte, instead of just giving one of court cases. Nobody wants to hear court cases. Everybody wants to hear the background of somebody. That's where the meat and potatoes of this documentary is coming from. It is not going to be me standing here talking about trial cases. It's going to be the growing up of Jeremy Dewitte, the high school Jeremy Dewitte, the fake college of Jeremy Dewitte, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to encompass everything that is Jeremy Dewitte. Everybody he's ever interacted with, I'm trying to get interviews with. So it's going to be interesting to see what those people have to say. So Alan C, yep, I will get with Steve-O and see what he is doing with that. If he has had any success with that, absolutely. But for right now, we're killing it for 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. So I am going to wrap this up. We've already seen that after 2 hours, nothing else came through, but he was arrested. Jeremy Dewitte was arrested and remanded to the state of Department of Corrections at 2:41 p.m. pretty much. Actually, around 2:30, 2:25, I believe it was, or 1:25. Jeremy's. Isn't that a question that they ask you when you go to jail, if you're a veteran? Because when they segregate, I have no idea how it works. So Jesse, yeah, I don't know. He may. He's going to try and say it, but yeah, he's high school classmates he's trying to do the same with. Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm trying to get. Can we put some money for Jeremy's commissary account? Yeah, he's going to need crumb cakes, hookah, lap dances for his cellmate. They don't honor. Well, some religions are crazy, so obviously they want to offer the extreme ones. Don't eat your meals during mealtime. You don't get fed. Yeah, you got to eat when they deliver the food. I mean, they're not going to make special deliveries for food. Everybody's fed when they get fed. He could save it till later. It's not like he's going to be able to throw it in a fridge. It's just going to sit out in the open for hours, but hey. So, prison time, Jeremy, 60. Yeah, actually, if he did all his prison time, he was facing 85 years total. Without the stolen valor, this was just the felonies. He would be at 85 years. What are you guys seeing right now? Hang on. I only see... refresh to see if anything came up. The documents of police... thank you very much, police tube. I just refreshed this about 10 minutes ago, and nothing was on there. Let me check my email, because I don't see anything here. I don't see anything in my inbox, so I don't see any more documents. I see fingerprints. They fingerprinted him for today. Failure of a sex... So he got the failure to report. They took his fingerprints today, 8/6/2021. So we got that. They blocked out his social security number, obviously for protection reasons. They segregate veterans, but veterans from their own little groups. They do segregate sex offenders. Oh yeah. So Jeremy's fucked. Either way you look at it. Christian, Latino. Any way you look at it, he's screwed. He's going to try to join the veterans group. They will find out about him. Word travels in prison. It travels fast, I'm sure. If drugs could travel as fast as I'm sure news could travel as fast as drugs in a prison. If they could get drugs in a prison, they could get news in a prison. So Jeremy would be screwed. Credit for time served worksheet. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Tisk on me. The police tube, I did put up there his picture that was last posted on Instagram, like a little bit. Nice having you here as well. I was sitting hitting refresh. I had a couple of people texting me that notified me earlier once this had hit the network that is denying his motion for continuance. I hopped on here. So let's look at his felony. In the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial District and for Osceola County, Florida, Jeremy Charles Dewitte, failure of a sex offender to report at driver's license office or sheriff's office a felony of the 3rd degree. Defense Attorney Amir Ladan, Judge Keith Karsten, and Assistant State Attorney Al Demers and Collins. I forget, the woman is Demers. I forget her name. Change of plea defendant, 8/2/21. Present, no contest, 1 count as charged. Adjudged guilty. Yep, here it is right here. It's official. So, I think he got 2 extra days than he should have gotten. But he got 366 days Department of Corrections, not Orange County Jail. So, it is prison. We see it right here in front of us. 366 days Department of Correction. I don't know why they didn't email me this, because I emailed for this, unless if it's just available for emails. Sorry about that. That probably made everybody deaf. I have calls coming in that I have to make. So we got 60 days credit for time served. One stipulates the credit time served. So I don't know what that means. Remanded to serve sentences checked. So he was check marked for that. Now, I don't know why they didn't check a sex offender on the earlier one, because he is certainly a sex offender. And that will go important into his evaluation when he gets to prison. So he's got a DNA order. What the DNA order is, hey, Kristen, yeah, finally, it happened. He's in jail. The motion for a continuance was denied by Keith Karsten, and he is in prison. This happened about 2.5 hours ago. We were waiting all day for it. Once the system updated and we were able to see the, what do you call it? The information that we see here, we were able to log in and see the defendant's motion to continue sentencing. It was denied. So we knew it was only a matter of time. We kept hitting refresh. We knew it was around 1:30ish. So I was watching. The sentence is, as you see it here, Scott, he is doing 366 days. Department of Corrections, not Orange County Jail. So watch where they're putting this. They're putting this on the state line. Yeah, I know. He's shitted. He's eaten and shit out. It's fully digested. Anywho, he got 366 days. The prices sink like a stone. So yeah, whoever donates to me within the next 10 days, it's going to Steve-O. But I'm doing a giveaway, just so you guys know. Special giveaway for those who donate. Anything that comes in today is going to go directly to Steve-O, because he's going to miss work on 8/23, August 23rd of this month, and September 2nd. He's going to both of those. So in order to offset his loss of wages, we are doing a special giveaway. I purchased this directly from Ursula herself on eBay. Tony has a lien on Jeremy's commissary. But yeah, so I noticed this had already made it to Reddit, which is crazy. I didn't copyright it. I didn't care. It's only a picture of the patch that came in to my mail when I ordered it, and it got here pretty fast, 2 days. So that is anybody who donates will be. I'm still showing the same amount in my donations. I know it does say for FOIA requests for digesting Dewitte. So he will not be transported till Monday around 2 p.m. So right now he is sitting in county for the weekend. And then on Monday, the van will come up and pick him up and take him to the processing center, where they will give him a haircut, check him out more. He'll have to bend over and cough, and then he will go into the, lost for words when I have 103 viewers. But he's going to get classified. So he'll go to a processing center, and they'll send him to a prison of their choosing. And being that he is a sex offender, he is most likely going to go to a one that can handle that. Just how we'll make it a prison call. Jennifer, you can post that. I'm going to try and FOIA request the shit out of everything that is Jeremy Dewitte, even if it comes from the state prison, until he sees Renee Roche again. I don't. That's a good question, Police Tube. Because I thought the same thing. Why would they drive him 28 miles if he only has to come back? But they may do it. They may drive him the 28 miles and bring him back on September 2nd, which is just roughly a month away. So they may drive him back and forth. Not too sure. We won't know about that until we have some more concrete evidence. And we're only speculating at this moment. They could start. I mean, the process to classify somebody, I would imagine, takes, I don't know, a little bit of time. They have to look at the inmate's sentence and what he's guilty of and the past crimes. Page 4 of the document you are looking at. Oh, yeah, I still wasn't scrolling down. A DNA order. Court cost $415 and $100 cost of prosecution. It's only $100 for a cost of prosecution. That's a discount. Maybe they're giving a Jeremy discount here. I don't know. This seems awfully cheap to me for cost of prosecution. I mean, you got to pay the prosecutors. You would think this charge would be a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Outstanding money would be paid to the clerk's office with a rate of something that's not set up yet. Oh, to pay in full within 12 months. Yeah, Jeremy has to pay all the fees, which is $515, it looks like right now, because I didn't miss anything else. So yeah, he has to pay $515 within 12 months. But that should be no problem for Jeremy Dewitte because he's rich. He could just sell that Armani suit and pay it 3 times over. Other conditions: to be transferred to Orange County to resolve his matters before Judge Rosset. Oh, so there we have it. I had this up in front of me the entire time. We just didn't scroll down long enough. But other conditions: to be transferred to Orange County. So he's going to sit in Orange County Jail, where they all make fun of him and call him Motor One to make fun of him. That Motor One is moving. To resolve his matters before Judge Rosset prior to being sent to the Department of Corrections. So there we have it. He is going to be sitting in the Orange County Jail. So some normalcy. He gets to kind of adjust and prepare for jail and then prison. So he's not in anywhere unfamiliar right now, unfamiliar ground. This is just regular, everyday business to him. So yeah, Judge Rosset has a history of bad rulings. I've heard the word on the street. The word on the street that I've heard is she is tough. She is strict. And think about it, us guys out there that are watching the stream. Your wife, she pretty strict. If you cross her, hell yeah. So she's gonna find out that Judge Keith Carson didn't say it was okay. So when they go in front of her, she is going to make an example out of both of them, Amir and Jeremy, that they tried to play one against the other. So they tried to play one against the other. I really have no idea how to make anybody a moderator or anything like that. Let me scroll back down. Hang on. I could create a poll, custom emojis. Oh, manage moderators. Yeah, there it is right there. PT wants to ban me. What are you saying? Please just say. No, hey man. It is what it is. I had somebody earlier that was saying they were an officer. They were clearly not. That was just immature. Officer, whatever the hell his name was. I don't kick anybody from chat. I mean, if it starts to get super rowdy, I will. But once I figure out how to do this, absolutely. Click on the 3 dots on the right. As long as you're not going to kick anybody for any stupid reasons. But I mean, I'll be able to see that. And as long as you reciprocate, it really doesn't matter to me, as long as somebody is watching. How come? Why does it have? In general, defaults. I'm not in US dollars. Wait, let me go back here. Click the 3 dots right. The comment. Make my user a mod. Can I do that from here? It does jack shit in Streamlabs OBS. So let me close this out. Go back into my chat. Oh, way over. I have a whole full screen, so. There you go, buddy. In case if things do get rowdy in here. In case if things do get a little rowdy, we have a police tube as a moderator. Welcome as well. We were both. It took a second to kick in there, man. It took a second. I clicked that literally like 10 seconds when you clicked the mod check when I told you. Sorry about that. YouTube's a little slow, apparently. Yeah, as long as you reciprocate and throw me on your list. I know you got a couple of people under, number 1 fan, and a woman, I forget her, the name is Fleeting. I can't remember. So yeah, Jeremy's sitting in the Orange County Jail waiting for his September 2nd. So he will have a month to familiarize himself with jail. Please do. I made you a moderator, but I'm actually going to be. I mean, I've been on for 2.5 hours. It's Friday at 4:56, and I still got work to do. Feed him to the wolves. Yeah, he should go to general pop. I mean, that would be interesting to see Jeremy go to general population. Somebody would slap the smirk off his face and shank his ass. No, Don. I could reverse anything he does. So, I don't know exactly what powers he has to be. I believe it's just a moderator for the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll see. So, I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. We're at 123 viewers. We are at... now that we know where Jeremy is going... Oh, I went the wrong way. We are at 1,022, so we're going to have 1,022 people for the badge giveaway. Police Tube is relevant again. Yeah, so, hey, Killing Time passing through. Thank you for being here. Truly awesome to have. I had close to 200 people in here earlier listening to me as I dropped the news on them. People said buildings on fire in the name of justice had their charges dropped. Hey, so, yeah, I mean, is that true? I mean, if that's true, I mean, Renee Roche, I mean, she needs to reanalyze her life and her life choices. July's P time may not start. I'll have my Alan. However, if he's in jail, where did Alan say something? So yeah, so who knows what exactly is going to go on? I have access to your bank account now. No, I know he could ban and time folks out and shit like that, but I don't know how deep it goes into the channel. Being that he didn't reciprocate, I'm not a mod on his, but he's not live right now anyway, obviously, if he's in here. Well, he could be. He could just open up another window. Are you live right now, Police Dude, or did you wrap it up? Great post. Thank you. This made my day, and I had a crappy day. You were awesome. To just started to follow you. I hope you had every. Well, thank you very much, Stephanie Johnson. I really appreciate it. You're one of the 1,022 subscribers that are going to be into the giveaway. We're giving away a Jeremy Dewitte -37 badge. It is going to look like it's going to look exactly like this with only -37. So it's going to be quite interesting. They in fact called me and asked to double check that I wanted -37 here. I guess it's not a normal request. So I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, it's going to look exactly like that when it comes in. So he's joking about the commentary guide, prohibit other channels from going live at the same time as me. Where was that at? I'm running everyone in this chat's credit. Guidelines prohibit other channels from going. Oh, do they? Wait, what? I was obviously joking about the community. Oh man, I didn't take it personally. You could go back and watch this. I didn't say anything bad about you. When people were saying that you were live at the same time, saying stuff. I mean, we're both breaking news at the same time, brother. It's like I'm channel 1, you're channel 2 on the television. So it is what it is. No hard feelings. Yeah, but earlier, I only knew you were alive because I knew we were waiting on. I knew that the court case was denied for motion to continue, so we knew something was going to happen at 1:30. We just didn't know what it was. We knew he was probably going to be sentenced. So I went on to my channel and then I typed in your name, or I typed in Jeremy Dewitte, and you actually came up because you're one of my. I'm not on this channel. I'm not subscribed to a lot of people. But you automatically came up first for some reason because you were live. So I clicked on you, and you were watching the same shit I was watching. You were hitting refresh at the same time I was. You were hitting refresh on the screen and just waiting, and we did it at the same time. I mean, I came in a couple of seconds after you because Streamlabs was slow. Channel 1 I never got Channel 1. Yeah, that's true. It always started. Yeah, that's right. I wonder why they never started at Channel 1. I do remember that. It always started at Channel 2. Channel 1 was never a channel. So yeah, I never understood that. That you do make a good point there. used to like you change your morals. It's going to be all about the. Well, hey, I mean, at the same time, let me say something here on that. I'm donating all my proceeds to cancer. In his defense, he is paying for Jennifer Burton's what is it, the Patreon. So others don't have to. So yeah, he is donating all his proceeds to cancer. It's called Jennifer Burton's Patreon. So, oh man, that's priceless. PoliceTube was good when he. But no, PoliceTube. He's got some. PoliceTube is humorous. That's exactly what it is. He's got some good humor in him. I enjoy his videos. That's why I'm subscribed to him, and he's got good content. I mean, he's hilarious. But at the same time, let me say something. Physics with Professor Gruel. I waited till I hit 1,000 subscribers for a giveaway because I knew I would be monetized, and I knew my investment on this would eventually come back to me. Hey, Becky. So I purchased this for just under $40, $35 with shipping. So that's going to be in a giveaway, and I'm doing the badge giveaway. That's going to look like the badge. Yeah, that's going to look like this. I purchased something like this. Not cheap. They have to be made special. So, yeah. I mean, PoliceTube's cool. But, yeah, I mean, we all do it for... You say he's doing it for the money? I mean, there are investments in the channel that you have to pay for. For example, PoliceTube is subscribed to Jennifer's Patreon. So he's taken one for the team. That costs money. He's paying $10 a month. So if he makes $10 a month on YouTube, I mean, he's not totally further ahead than me. I mean, he's got 12,000 subscribers, about 11,000. So I don't know what he's making on a monthly basis off of YouTube. I'm only starting the monetization process now, so I'm not making anything. How much time is Jeremy facing? I know he's sentenced, but there isn't more coming. Becky, Dennis, he got 366 days minus 60 days credit time served. Do I have the paper still up here? I'm sure I do. There it is right there. So he got 366 days Department of Correction. That is prison. I make $15. Is that how much you made with your hour of... You made more than that. You made like $100 when I was in the chat for 5 minutes. I'm not saying you made a crazy amount. It's just what I saw in that matter of time. That's what was stuck on the screen. 366 days Department of Correction. That's prison time. 60 days credit time served. So he's got 60 days credit. So he's only doing 306 days of this sentence. Granted, it will be in prison and not county jail. He has to pay $515 total within 12 months of release. What's going on here? Let me read. I know Alan personally is a good guy. I will vouch for that. So I know there's going to be people that don't really agree with other people. That's just the way the world works out there. Not everybody's going to see on the same level or see the same things or do the same things because everybody lives a separate life. But and yeah, not every. Look at L.A. gangs, for example. Every different fucking street has a gang. I've noticed on YouTube as I was streaming through. 42nd gang, 43rd gang, 45th gang. So not everybody has the same views on things. It's just the way it is. On your Remanded video, airsoft instead of the usual pellet ball. Yeah, Jeremy's going for shit now. Oh, hey, hang on, just saying. I'm reading it. I was just reading it until you retracted it. But about 1 million subscribers and $60,000 a year. Oh, I thought it would be more than that if you had 1 million subscribers. That's not enough money for me to quit my job. Florida lawyer. How does a repeat felony offender and RSO only get one on? So this isn't White Ween Fane. This isn't. This is just for one charge. He still has 8 more felony charges coming up that he's got to face time for. So he only got 1 year on failing to register. That's really what it is. He only got 1 year on failure to register. There's still the one in Orange County, failure to register. Yeah. So I mean, he's got more time coming. We just don't know if it's going to be, concurrent or consecutive. Will the terms run on top of each other? So he will do less time, or will they be concurrent or consecutive? So he does one after the other, after the other, after the other. So, crazy. All right, guys. Well, I still have work to do. I've been at this for almost 3 hours now. I did not think a live stream would go on that long. In fact, it just blows my mind. I want to buy a house and lot on Sugarloaf. I got a place for sale there. Alan, and there's no doubt in my mind that you do. Lawyer's trying to get his other sentences to be concurrent. Oh yeah, of course. But right now, just think about it. Like they won't count all. Exactly. But I don't know if Rashay's going to give concurrent, because she is literally a woman scorned right now, because she knows that Amir lied right to her face and said, "Oh, well, Judge Karsten's definitely going to give me the continuance if you do." He lied to her, straight to her face, without any repercussions, or just did it. So she knows that. So, yeah, Alan's here, Police Tube's here. Just saying. A lot of people are here. We have 117 viewers. I am going to be wrapping things up here. It is Friday evening. I still have work to do that I did not get done yet. That has to be done and taken care of. But Jeremy's got 366 days coming. He is going to be stuck at the Orange County jail to resolve his matters before Judge Roche. And I believe on 9/2 that they're both going to get a talking to. She is definitely going to be pissed about Amir lying to her face without any hesitation whatsoever. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I think she's going to be a woman scorned. Oh, yeah, physics professor. Yeah, it's definitely frowned upon. It's unethical. So, I believe she's going to bring that out in sentencing. And depending on how pissed off she is at the matter, she doesn't have to go with the plea agreement. That's only an agreement between the state prosecutor and Jeremy and his lawyer. She could sentence him up to the full 5 years consecutive. That is true. And other. That is a good question. Why would I saw that video where I don't think it was $25,000, was it? I thought it was $10,000 when I last looked. Maybe I missed a few videos. I have been busy the last few days. Shit, I'll hire somebody to be Jennifer. I'm just kidding. You could tell her voice. There's no way you could not tell her voice. Knowing Police Tube, it would probably be in gold bullion. Am I right? Or gold coins? Hey man, it's Steve01. Hey, thank you very much. Trying to raise some money here for you. I have told people that either to go to your Cash App to donate directly, or to donate to my GoFundMe. Just been going live here at it for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes. Jeremy is going to jail. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard, for 366 days in the Department of Correction, starting today, with 60 days time served. DNA order, which I guess is normal for all felons going to state prison, and $515 in court fees to be paid within 12 months of release. And then he's going to be transferred to Orange County to resolve his matters before Judge Roche, who is going to be ultimately pissed that Amir lied right to her face. Hey, no problem, Steve-O, man. You're the boots on the ground, man. You give us direct straight from the courthouse, and I know this is coming up on August 23rd, so we're just trying to get enough money for you put together. So when you do miss work, it's offset by whoever donates. So yes, thank you very much on the 1K. I have hit it. We are doing quite good. We were at 1,022 a few minutes ago. I'm sure it grew a little bit. It hasn't. We're still at 1,020. There we go. 1,023, man. There it is. So yeah, you're going on 9-2. I didn't know if you were going on 823 for his other Orange County shit. But 9-2 is gonna be the better one, because 8-3 is just a trial and it's gonna go on. I don't think that one's gonna be as good. 9-2 is gonna be the best one, because Amir certainly crossed Rene Roche. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how she responds to that. It's going to be certainly interesting. Here, hold on a second. Where are you at? There you go. Steve-O. Oh, you're going on 823 as well. Yeah, I kind of told him that you're going on 823 and possibly 9-2. But 9-2 is going to be the more interesting one. Because that's when you're going in front of Rene Roche, Judge Roche, and she's going to be a woman scorned, because Amir lied straight to her face about Judge Keith Karsten being in the back pocket. So she could sentence him up to 5 years. She doesn't have to go with a plea agreement. Steve-O, one, you should be a moderator by now as well. What did he say on the elevator? Was that oh, that's right. We got one more hurdle. That's right. One more hurdle. And they missed the bar. Yes, Steve-O is our boots in Fallujah. Is Jeremy's parachuting in. He's certainly screwed. There's an episode if you were going on something like Dr. Phil. They pay expenses, and they'll pay you to come out. I mean, they get paid big money from commercial companies, so they're able to pay people to come out onto their shows. I'm sure he did not make a lot, but I'm sure he got paid something to come out there. Amir said I have to talk to him. Oh, I have to talk him into it. That's right. You did say that. I know you said there's one more hurdle left, which made it sound like he has to get past this, which happened today. I have to talk him into it. Well, Amir missed the mark, apparently. Or, like I was saying earlier, Steve-O, that perhaps one of those judges saw Jeremy's video on Metro State's channel, where his arrogance towards the judges was definitely shown, or one of our channels where we talked about it, and especially how he left in a fully equipped Metro State cruiser, and you could tell that it wasn't taken apart with the hideaways. In his video, you could see the lights right on the back window. It's clearly there, so he didn't take shit apart on that, and now he won't have a chance to. It's going to be the same. Well, hopefully it'll be sold or melted down by the time he gets out of jail. Who knows? Oh, Amir's reaction. Oh, yeah. As soon as Amir, I am sure, as soon as Jeremy put that video up, Amir said, "You're an idiot. I can't help you now on Friday." That might have been it, you know. Amir's the best smelling of. Well, he's got $1,500 worth of cologne to play with. That was probably part of the bargain. Another Dr. Phil don't pay guests unless they have an expert guest. I've got hotel. I know Jeremy got hotel flights and what? Yeah, he didn't get $100,000 for going on. He probably got he made probably like 100, 200, 300, 400 bucks, whatever they give, maybe $1,200. I don't know. Something. It's a low amount. It's nothing crazy. Same thing with what's his face? God, who's that talk show host that has people fight? It's sitting right on the tip of my tongue. So does Jennifer have control? I don't know. It all depends if Jeremy gave her control. We know Jeremy had the control back. That's not me in the mugshot, Corporal. So yeah, who knows? He may have, or she may be able to hack her way in, and that would be epically interesting. Jerry Springer, there it is, Jerry Springer. When you got Jeremy on the mind and Jerry Springer, it sounds about the same. That's why I couldn't think of it. But yeah, on the same thing, I'm sure Jerry Springer's not paying thousands and thousands of dollars to his guests. Probably $500 so you get to appear and swing at your exes or something like that. Who the hell knows? But yeah, they're not making a fortune on it whatsoever. Oh, here we go. We refreshed this, and we can see here the latest thing that we saw was date of arrest. Now they did put up a DOC sentence to prison, docket packet, and case is closed, 8-6. So they closed the case. Jeremy's escaping. See you, police dude. Thanks for joining. Take care, man. I'll talk to you. So obviously we see it here. He was remanded, DOC sentence, and these should be viewable when they are put up. Which, access denied. Let's go in. You have to make sure you're not a robot every now and then for some reason. Or they freak out. Jerry. He spelled it wrong. God damn it. Fast fingers. Oh my god. Mechanical keyboard. Good for some things, not others. Dylan is certainly capable of parting everything out. It's not like he doesn't know what everything is. I mean, even his mother could do it. He's gotten the family together, right? I mean, come on. He got the family together. All right, so if anybody wants, they could pay his $515 right online. You could click on it right here and just pay his citation, if one felt so inclined. So we see right here, $515 is total. Here we have the felony Crime Stopper service charge, felony adjudicated guilty court cost, service charge, criminal POT, Crime Stoppers court cost, $3 teen court fee, and cost of prosecution. Now this is the amazing part that I think, at least on my side, the cost of prosecution for this case, $100? We all know those prosecutors are making more than $100 for the case that they had to work up on Dewitte. Why are they only charging them $100? Oh, so, all right, so here we go. Hang on. I believe this is probably why. Police 2, Brian. Because here is the Department of Correctional sentence. So, in the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial, Osceola County, defendant Jeremy Dewitte, sentenced by his attorney, the defendant being personally before this court, accompanied by his attorney. So, it is a sentence of the law for a term of 366 days. Jail credit for 60 days time served. Downward departure sentence. DNA sample ordered. What's downward departure sentence? Anybody know what that is? I'm going to know in a second. So downward departure. Here, hang on. So downward departure specifies that the judge may choose a downward departure sentence if one of the following occurs. The defendant agrees to an uncoerced plea bargain. The defendant was an accomplice to a felony crime and his participation was minimal, or the defendant does not have the capacity to understand that his actions were criminal or his ability to conduct himself as required by law is impaired. Bear with me, I'll bring it over here. So what is downward departure in Florida sentencing? This is crazy. Attorneys will take his case. The truck is broke. Yeah, Jeremy is broke. So this is downward departure. Jeremy got a third-degree felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years in prison. So downward departure in Florida score sheet. The score sheet determines if the defendant faces prison time resulting from the felony of offense. Not all felony offenses result in prison time. We know that. Each felony offense has a point value. So if the felony offenses included any of the following below or circumstances, the number of points is multiplied by 1.5, 2, or 2.5. Grand theft, motor, drug trafficking, domestic violence, violation of the Law Enforcement Protection Act, or gang-related activity. So those are the enhancers, I believe. What points mean in terms of if the defendant scores less than 22 points and offense was a third-degree felony, the judge can only sentence the defendant to prison time if he determines that a non-prison sentence would present a danger to the community. So that's kind of crazy. So the judge has the right to lower the sentence depending on his score. If the total number of points is between 22 and 44, the defendant may not have to serve prison time. Instead, he or she may qualify for probation, house arrest, fines, or jail time in the county jail. If the defendant has 44 or more points on the score sheet, he or she has scored prison. That's priceless. He or she has scored prison, like it's some type of prize. To determine the minimum sentence of prison sentence, subtract 28 from the total number of points and multiply that number by 0.75. The equation is x minus 28, x times 3/4 equals prison sentence, with x being the score. This is the number of months the defendant must serve in prison unless the judge imposes a downward departure sentence. So he did get the downward departure sentence. We saw that, which is interesting. If Jeremy has substance abuse or is intoxicated, the defendant will not qualify for downward departure. The court may not give downward departure sentence in cases where the court believes that the minimum sentence is not equal to the seriousness of the felony case. I would think failure to register is serious, because that's a serious violation against their laws down there. Even if the defendant's attorney shows that its mitigating circumstances exist per preponderance of evidence, the decision to give a downward departure sentence is entirely at the judge's discretion. So, actually, I know, a point system, just great. So this is interesting. Accepting responsibility for criminal activity, paying restitution, determining extraordinary circumstances, the need for restitution. So they were granted a downward departure sentence. So that kind of seems to me that he could serve less time. Killing time passing through. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you the support. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good weekend. I will have videos out this weekend as well. Classic narcissist. And novice news. Exactly. So he got 366 days. He's got 60 days credit time served. But as we've seen here, where was it? And did I pull this up on a different sheet? So the court further orders that he got downward departure sentence and a DNA sample ordered. So it looks like the judge could sentence him to less time, or he could face less time, depending on his points score level. But I don't see this happening. We're gonna know a lot more on September 2nd when Steve-01 is moving is there, because then we're gonna be able to see exactly what is going on. We're gonna have somebody in the courtroom, so we don't have to dissect papers to figure out what a downward departure sentence is. It does not sound good. if you want to keep Jeremy in jail. Unless if he's on a downward spiral sentence would sound better. But this downward departure sentence seems like he could get more credit for time served is what it is. Not keeping violent people in. Yeah, it is disturbing, Dewitte. If he could get less time, that is disturbing. I will say that. According to this channel, it's disgusting. Disgusting Dewitte, digesting Dewitte, divesting Dewitte. Shit, there was a lot of names I could have picked. But digesting Dewitte just doesn't mean eating something and shitting it out. Divesting means you could be taking things apart and evaluating things. Who's up for a good laugh? Jeremy mentioned my videos in his last video. Supercharged 255. Mentioned my videos in his last video. Who is Supercharged 255? Where am I at here? Oh, no worries, Steve, man. Drive safe, man. Why he needed to see two sets of judges this week, was it? Yeah, it was two separate charges. He failed to register in two different counties. So two separate charges, kind of the same thing. So he went to go see this judge. He was found guilty, sentenced, handcuffed, taken away, and he will go see on September 2nd, Judge Rene Roche, where he will be sentenced again. And I think she's going to be a woman scorned, being that Amir lied directly to her face. Oh, Supercharged does cool singing vids. Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome. I will have to check them out. Let me see here. Can I? Nope. I will have to check you out later. But cool. Yeah, I can't imagine Jeremy doing cool singing videos. But anyway, I do not know what the downward departure sentence is, but I know Judge Rene Roche is going to be pissed. I believe on September 2nd, both of them are going to get a stern talking to by Judge Roche. I'm a lawyer. I know. A lawyer lying. I know it never happens, but usually, like to go behind lawyers' backs and try sneakily to do something, I would be pissed off if I was in her shoes, and a lawyer tried to do this and lied to me. I mean, you're in a court and you swore an oath to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and then there's fucking Amir lying. Like, come on. Like, he could be held in contempt of court for lying. I hope this is all his boasting from about going to hookah. Yeah, I believe it is. Thanks, Glenn Mack. Appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I believe I believe the judges had a pin. They might have been a secret admirer. Well, not an admirer, but just watching Jeremy in general. If they have a case on somebody coming up, and they're as prominent, and as blazing as they are, it's just crazy. If it was it's called ex parte, if the prosecutor was not in the communication, we are looking at sanctions. Was it two different counties, but one sentence? No. It is not. It is two different counties, two different charges. They may run concurrent. We won't know until September 2nd when they go in front of Judge Roche if they will be consecutive or concurrent. So we got to wait a month for that. Jeremy's got to wait a month for that. I'm hoping for consecutive, but I feel that they're going to do concurrent, and they're going to loosen up these charges a little bit. I took a nap and just woke up. Yeah, we're still going here, but we're rounding out. We are over 3 hours right now. 3 hours and 4 minutes. That's a long ass time. I still got work to do. It's Friday night. No, he still has to answer to. Yeah, Ronald Rump. He still has to answer to Orange County and the charges there. And these are just the sex offender charges. Like, if this was a play, this is just Act 1. There's still a lot more to go. He still has like 8 felony cases for impersonation that he has to answer to. Now, they're trying to group those all together. I don't know, in Florida, if you're allowed to group together like charges from 2 different counties, that would be odd where I'm from, to be able to do that, because it's 2 different sets of prosecutors 2 different judges, so it's just hard. I guess you could have it all moved to one court and have it charged that way. I guess they could do that, but we haven't seen any documents saying that or honoring that. So right now, it's as we see it, it's just separate. But this is the DOC sentence right here that we are going over. I'm sure Police 2 ran to go make a video on this. So he gets another video out. It is what it is. I like his channel. It's not bad. It's good humor is the way I like to look at it. So he got 366 days jail time credit for 60 days, the days he was in there. Oh, 1212 watcher, don't worry, man. You're going to miss JD, but think about it. He has these court cases coming up. Once they're over and all said and done, I'm going to FOIA request the 1 terabyte hard drive of information from the Orange County Sheriff's Office that they had from the prosecutors for the 2 phone dumps. And once we get that information back, that is going to be priceless information, videos, and everything like that. So it's going to be interesting. Who knows, man? Who knows? Are there any other? This is still going to go on for a while, so it's going to be interesting. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's still going to go on for a while. We still have the impersonation charges, and then we get to tear everything apart afterwards. We'll be able to FOIA request all the evidence to be able to see it. So we're going to get to see all the information that Jeremy has on both of his phones. So there's going to be a lot more videos coming out that he actually incriminated himself on, I'm sure. So yeah, 1212 watcher, it's going to still remain interesting. I don't know how much they're going to charge for that, for a terabyte of information, at least the hard drive to put it on, which would probably be around $70-80 for a terabyte for solid state drive to mail on. But it is what it is. It's gonna make the channel remain interesting. So after today, I'm gonna do the count for subscribers. And since we did hit 1,000, and I had a penny drop, sorry about that. So since we hit 1,000, whatever we have at the end of today, I will count. So if it's like 1,050, we are going to put all those numbers together. Everybody's going to get assigned a number. Every one of my subscribers, I will export to an Excel spreadsheet. They will all get assigned a number. And then we'll do a spin on a wheel this weekend and see who wins the Metro State Motor Officer -37 badge number badge. We're going to do that this weekend. And then after 10 days, I know Steve-O's still watching, the Metro State Enforcement patch that I had purchased that you see right here, Metro State Protecting Our Communities Together, MSEA, Metro State Enforcement Agency, the badge that I purchased straight from Ursula Dewitte herself. I will be giving away, and this is going to be a special giveaway. Whoever donates to my Patreon will be in the entry for this giveaway. Right now we have 1 person. I don't know if we have more. I haven't checked. I will put the link in the. Hang on. I will put the link in the description. But we're going to be doing a giveaway. Whoever donates within the next 10 days will have an entry in to win this patch for free. So whoever does that, and the money is actually going to be going to Steve-O1 is moving directly. So yeah, he's on now. Steve-O1's on right now. Huge shout out to him and his channel. But whatever is donated to me over the next 10 days will go to him to offset his time that he has to take off from work. So it's going to mitigate some of that loss that he's going to have to take to cover the story of Jeremy Dewitte on those 2 days, 8/23 and 9/2, September 2nd. So whatever comes in the next 10 days, they will be added to the giveaway for this patch. Patch wasn't cheap. I did not pay full price. It came to about $36, $35, $36. but it will be given away to one special person that donates. And those donations will go to Steve-O1 is Moving. So, yeah, definitely. Hey, you deserve it, man. You're doing the groundwork down there and reporting, so... everything's going to be transparent as well with the giveaways. Nothing's going to be rigged. I mean, and for each one, this one, the donation one, we probably won't have a lot of people donating, so it'll be easy to keep track of, and they're pretty much, if they donate, they're going to be active. But for the badge giveaway, I'm going to select 3 people. The first person that I select, if they don't respond and give an address within like 3-4 days, I'll go to the second person, and then the third person, and then that covers like 33% of my subscribers. So I should be able to get one address out of them to send a badge to for free. So the sex life at home sucked. Problem solved. Yeah, he's good to go now. Especially if Jennifer's just like, he likes guys. Like, fucking dream for him. Rather than, damn. I don't know. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. I did not expect this at all today. But yeah, I mean, yeah. He's in a bi or a gay person to prison, the male prison. Is that really a sentence then? Because Jeremy doesn't mind these overnight stints in jail. Might be a straight come up for him, you know? Who knows? Only he knows. He's that weird. It may be right. No problem, Hanson. Appreciate the support. I really appreciate the support of everyone out there. We dwindled down. We were up to like 195, 196 people in the chat, but it is like an Iron Man chat now. It's like 3 hours and 12 minutes. Narcissists are never satisfied. Oh, that's true. They're never satisfied. But yeah, it's a great start to the day wherever you're at, or great end to the day wherever you're at. Whether in California, East Coast, West Coast, the other side of the globe. We've already had Germany, Ireland, and what was the other country? Germany, Ireland, and I don't know, maybe the Netherlands, was it? I have 24 of those patches. Where, Hanson, hey, where would you have 24 of these patches? Police. Do you know what the math would be on that? Because the lowest price that they accepted was $30. So $30 times it by 24, that's like $1,000. Actually, I don't know how much that is right off the bat. So let me open that. No, Australia here. See? So yeah, it is nighttime or daytime for those people to wake up to. So we got, what is that? He sent you 24, and the minimum that they made was, so the minimum price that they took, because I tried to underdog them severely by like, at first they started at $10. You're only allowed to make five offers when you do the make an offer or make an offer on an item. So I had to be very strategic. So I did like 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 29, and 30 or something like that. So the lowest that they were taking was 30. So if we do, and shipping, so I paid $35 each. That's $840. So he bought $840 worth of patches? Seems a little excessive. Oh, Sweden was the other one. Sweden was the other one that we had today. Sweden, Germany, I mean, all over the globe. I mean, the interest in Jeremy Dewitte is real, people. I mean, some people don't get it, but, I mean, it's looking at a dumpster fire. It's like watching a burning building, you know. You don't really want to watch it, but you watch it anyway. Like, on 9/11, did you really want to watch the towers come down? No. But everybody was glued to their televisions anyway, even though it was profoundly something that was horrible to watch. But everybody watched it anyway. Police Tube was jabbing you for going live during his live. Well, yeah, I told him he was on here already. He came on and he's just like, oh, he apologized, I think. Take care, Hanson Haiti. Go take a nap. Hey, enjoy your nap. You can auction it, maybe raise more money. Yeah, I could auction it, but we'll go with the donation. I don't know if it'll really raise money because people could buy. They're still online. People could pay $40, $45 and get one instantly through eBay, through them, through Ursula Dewitte, and well, not signed by Jeremy anymore, I guess. He was signing shit, but I guess not now. Yeah, this judge wasn't worried about his career, because it would have been huge. There's so many eyes on this case that somebody would have raised an eyebrow if he did the continuance. You send him some lube. Yeah, I don't know where you could send people in prison. I know you could definitely send them letters. Once the artwork is done, the company will charge 8 to 10 for each of the first 20, and then the price will go down the more you order. Yeah, I knew it's not cheap. It's not a couple of dollars just to make these. So I didn't want to go too high on the price, but I figured 30 was all right for just the value of the giveaway, and people would want it. So maybe people will donate, so that way we can get Steve some more money for missing work. I know he's out there right now driving, hopefully driving safe. Let me see here on the chat. Very generous. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm not monetized. I wasn't monetized. I didn't hit 1,000 subscribers. So until today. So congratulations to me. Gotta have a great. Yeah, there are some funny people in chat. But hey, guys, it is Friday night where I am at. So I am going to get going. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and watching Jeremy Dewitte going a downward spiral. He probably had a full YouTube video planned for today that went totally bad. Do you think Twitch channels will go silent now? Oh, they'll definitely go silent. I don't think he's going to give access to anybody. He's not going to give access to Jennifer. I doubt it. So they'll just sit there stagnant until he gets out of prison. Just donate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so as long as you're in there, and I know you're in there, I will mark it down. In fact, I'm writing it down right now. That way you're entered into the giveaway. That will be in 10 days. That way we could try and raise enough revenue for Steve-01 is moving for him. So we'll mitigate the loss that he has to take by going to court to watch Jeremy these 2 days. Yeah, a lot of people got to get back to work. But yeah, I am going to get going as well. Guys, I appreciate the support out there. We have crossed the 1,000 subscriber mark, so we are going to be doing the badge giveaway this weekend. I will let everybody know on my page when that will be. It will be this weekend. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun giveaway. It'll be transparent, so it'll be definitely cool. So have a good night, guys. And if anything new comes up, I will get a video out there. Steve-O is 10-6B. Yeah, he might be home by now. Who knows? But yeah, take care, guys. I appreciate everything. Have a good weekend. And watch, I'll have some more videos out over the weekend. But have a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Take care, guys.